Welcome to Last Week Rewind. Take it away, boys.
All right, thanks, Sally. We're back, baby. It's Last Week Rewind. We are here, baby.
We're back.
Yeah.
We just talked for about 30 minutes. We could have recorded all of that.
We got all the creative juices out of the way, so now it's back to the old shtick.
Down to business.
Yeah. Let's talk about Madden.
Let's talk about Madden Ultimate Team.
Should we dive into the Madden minute right away and get it all out of our system?
I don't know.
God, that's the worst for the people listening.
Is it? Oh, so it's better for us to sprinkle it in throughout the episode?
Or do it at the end when no one's listening.
Yeah. How about no one's listening, period? What are you talking about? All right. Let's move to last week's spotlight. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
You go first.
All right. I started watching Better Call Saul again.
What season are you on?
4, the last season. I stopped. I started the new last season on Netflix because it just came on Netflix. And I was like, I couldn't remember where I left off, so I just started fresh. And I was like
from
4
the very
episodes.
beginning.
Yeah, from season 4.
Oh, I thought you meant.
So I started it, and I was like, all right, I remember this, but I'll keep watching. I was like 4 or 5 episodes in, so it's like I rewatched all these episodes. It was so good though. The show is amazing. That show, it's really.
I think I left off on season 2 at some point.
You have so much to go of like good stuff. Like a lot of shit happens.
Yeah.
I just love the Breaking Bad universe. I love because like half the show is the Mexican shit with all the cartels and
yeah.
You know, in season 4 is when Gus enters again. It's like he's
really?
a main character now.
Yeah, see,
So
that's
it's
why
cool
I
to
should
see-
jump back into it because I feel like when I ended was when he was finally putting behind his like lawyer, like his honest lawyer past, when he used to work for his brother, and then he like
Because in the beginning of the show, like it's very up and down. Like he does flirt with being like a bad dude, but like there is a period where he like does try to become like a good lawyer.
Yeah,
He gets like at one point he gets hired by like a firm to like actually be a lawyer and stuff.
yeah. It was like after they had that he started the huge case or whatever.
Yeah, against like the elder homes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, after that he goes out on his own. He gets fucking banished from being a lawyer for a year. All those. So like right now he's like flirting with becoming Saul, but like from what I've seen of this new season, he's like 90% of the way there.
Yeah,
like in this new season. So I'm excited to get there eventually. But I just like seeing the like they dive in this season. They're diving into how Gus takes over the territory from the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
Like you find out how he gets into the wheelchair,
that's
and you
pretty
find
Guy
out
who
how
doesn't talk.
yeah, like he talks, but like you find out how he becomes like fucking wheelchair stricken, and then you find out how Gus takes over the territory. Like right now they're diving into like how remember that inside that warehouse, the underground lab.
Yep.
Like right now, like they're showing how they built it. So it's like all these small things that like you don't even think about, but it's cool to see like there's a story behind how that crazy lab in that warehouse in New Mexico got built.
Yeah.
You know, like it's such a cool world. Like, and I like how it's half a lawyer show, and then I like half like Mexican cartel shit.
It's like Boston legal or whatever. That
Yeah, kind of, but not really. But there's a lot of lawyer shit, especially early on.
A lot of good cases.
So it's a case of the week.
No,
It's a case of the
Breaking
week
Bad,
crime.
but it's Saul.
Oh no, it's more like ripped straight from the headlines.
No,
Yeah.
No.
It's a case of the week.
You're
They feature on people every week, like B-list celebrities
Yeah,
that are involved in the
Sure.
rape crimes.
There's a lot
and
of
stuff.
rape.
it's like Boston Legal or
Special victims.
or
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. Yeah, no, I do want to watch it. I liked it before. I think the ironic part is that where I left off was probably right where it was getting good.
It's so good, but you have to watch. All right, next up, I'll talk about. It's not movie or games or TV related, but I did. Well, it's TV related, but I listened to a full 12 episodes of a podcast, like an hour each, in the last 24 hours of Westworld Season 2 recap. So I am up to date, baby. I could have just watched a show. Fuck that. I'm going to listen to people talk about it.
Is that just as good? Could I just do that?
Well, no. Because I've watched it, and it's crazy. That last season came out in July of 2018.
Wow.
Really?
Dude, like this show takes some serious breaks.
I've had more than enough time.
Yeah.
We just have not.
How many more?
And now the new season comes out in 2 weeks, and you're like scrambling.
I'll binge it.
I'm scrambling here.
I'll binge it.
Yeah, but dude, you guys gotta watch. It's so good. I wish it.
I mean,
Do we gotta watch it, Mike?
Yes, because
I probably could just. I mean, I
would
just
love for
start
us to make it the
season 2
podcast show of the
week.
of the
Maybe I'll
week.
just skip a season. Maybe that's
No.
maybe my story.
No, you can't.
Maybe my story
can't?
is that
No,
I don't
no.
know the
I
second
will not-
It's
season.
about new robots this season.
No, dude, we're
No?
not. We'll pick a different show.
Maybe my story is that I
No.
don't know the second season, like how a character doesn't know some stuff in a show.
No,
It's
because
my
season
whole
2
story.
is one of the most confusing seasons of any show I've ever watched.
Maybe it's
Really?
better I don't get confused.
No, we're not doing it then.
I'll just
So
do
yeah,
it.
2
Okay,
weeks.
so I'll just do it by myself on
Okay,
the side.
And don't report to us. You
Don't
can go
report
report
to
on
us.
your other podcast.
So on the last week rewind, I
on
can't talk about it.
Jerkheads, what the fuck it was called?
Jerk.
What was it called?
Thickhead.
Thick-headed podcast.
Thick-headed.
You can go do it by yourself.
Mushroom heads.
You can rant and rave about coronavirus in Westworld on your own podcast.
I can't talk about
Check
it.
this out.
I can't talk about it in my last
Check
week
this out.
rewind.
Coronavirus is coming for office. It's like, you sound like Alex Jones.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
yeah.
Infowars. Yeah.
yeah.
Coronavirus is coming.
Bomb is a lizard man.
Oh, hey, all I'm saying is coronavirus has only been in like a couple states, and one of them was like
Hours.
0.5 miles down the street.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I know what's crazy that the weather app yesterday
Uh,
right when I was starting to look, it was like the worst timing. Started to look for like hand sanitizer was like the states that are confirmed, and it's Washington, Rhode Island, New York, and Florida. That's it.
great.
0.5 miles away is where one of them was. So not a lot of people are in
Well,
that
how do you
situation.
know? Do you actually know you live 0.5 miles away?
The school?
Oh, the school.
That guy worked for 2 weeks
Well, what are you gonna do?
in that school,
Coughing and touching.
I mean,
jerking off.
hopefully you're not hanging out with
He's
schoolboys.
slinging cum shots all over the walls. And
Oh my God.
Whatever teachers do, I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't go to school.
I never.
I don't know. I was raised by wolves.
yeah, I was raised by Reddit.
We didn't have to worry about
My
corona.
dad gave me a phone and Reddit.
and I read it.
We didn't, no, this is the New York Times, man.
All right, let's get back on track. All right, so Westworld,
This show has a
I'm
track?
ready. What?
This show has a track?
Yeah, it has a track.
Are we playing
I'm
another game
pumped.
this week?
I wish you guys were up to date.
Can we play
But
another
if you're
game
not up
this
to date,
week?
we're not doing it. So you have a deadline.
Oh, dude, don't worry. I'll get caught up.
No,
Don't worry about me.
I don't know why. Yeah, whatever. But I knew we could make the new show coming out on March 5th. When is that? When's March 5th? Thursday.
Soon.
A couple days, yeah.
Yeah, that new show from the
Tomorrow?
guy. We just saw a trailer for it.
Hmm?
We were watching TV. I don't know if you're paying attention or not. You might have been
I was
ranting.
looking at coronavirus statistics
Yeah.
on my phone.
It's from Ex Machina. It's on FX/Hulu.
Oh, really?
Comes out on Thursday.
What is it
We
called?
should make that the fucking show of the.
What is it?
What? Can we have more than one show?
I read the description of it last week to you guys.
Don't repeat.
I'll read it
Sure,
again.
last
sure,
week.
No, I'll read
remind
it
me.
again.
We go over a lot. of
It's 2
stuff.
days away.
You know, this is what we do on
You know
this
what? You know
podcast.
what? I don't care. I'll be a dictator. I'm making it the fucking TV show.
What
of
we
the
do,
week.
what
So
we
you
do
have
on
to
this
watch it, both of
podcast
you.
is we pick a few things and we focus real hard on them.
Yeah.
Madden Ultimate Team is one of them.
Yeah.
No,
This
no.
show is the other one, of which I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
All right, this is it. Devs. A computer
Oh,
engineer.
okay. You
Yes.
don't have to even say it.
A computer engineer investigates the secret development division in her company, which she believes is behind the disappearance of her boyfriend.
Okay.
As Nick Offerman from Parks and Rec.
Oh
also
yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Looks really good.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu, so we'll make that the show.
How
of the
long
week.
are the
I think we can
episodes?
carve out 45 minutes each.
45.
I'm assuming.
That's not bad. I just got over watching The Irishman 3 times.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a movie. I gotta watch that eventually.
Yeah, I just it's such a
As a
I feel
movie
like
fan,
it's a
just,
lot
you know,
to take on.
It is. It is. Even though I've
And then
seen.
I'm
long
sure it's
movies.
really good, but my thing too is it's like I don't know, all those guys have played people.
They're
like that
old. I don't really
before.
want to watch old CGI'd faces. I think that's what's holding me back.
Yeah.
Because I've seen clips,
Yeah.
and I've seen the clip of when Robert De Niro beats the guy in that flower shop. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it went all over the internet. It was fucking. It's like a scene from the movie. It's like he's walking with his little daughter, and it's obviously you can tell it's old Robert De Niro with CGI because he's
Yeah.
like walking like an old man, and it's like all one shot, right?
bow-legged.
Classic Martin Scorsese. He walks by this flower shop, leaves his daughter outside. He goes in, drags the dude out, throws him onto the ground, and starts stomping him.
Mm.
But you can. It's like instead of just doing like a stunt double with CGI'd Robert De Niro face, it's 70-year-old Robert De Niro taking a guy, throwing him to the ground, and then doing the worst fucking fake kicks
Really?
ever. You got to see this clip. It's embarrassing that this was in this movie.
Really?
Because first of all, the kicks look like they're not even touching him,
Oh my god!
and you can so tell it's fucking 70-year-old Robert De Niro, like like old man, like
Yeah, he's trying. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
You're already CGI in the face. Get a fucking stump double.
just get a young guy.
So that's what's holding me back. Once you see the scene, you might never watch it. I'm
Really?
telling you.
See, I don't
Dude.
even know about that. I just felt like I'm sure it's really good, but
I
I,
just don't
feel
want to
like
watch it because it's old. Because it's long.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's long.
I'm not the
and
biggest Al Pacino guy.
I just feel like I've seen probably that movie before a million times with those guys when they were younger.
Yeah.
It's like a basic kind of.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Al Pacino. Scent of a Woman's good.
Yeah.
That movie,
I've never. First of all, I've never seen that. But I mean, him and Heat is
that
this
movie is like.
cartoonish.
It was surprising to me how good it was because it was a movie that Steven, my cousin, was like, "Oh, we gotta watch this." Like we would do movie night, and like he showed me movies like Boiler Room,
I've heard. Yeah, I've never. That's another movie.
which is like an average movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh,
Young
he
Vin
was like,
Diesel.
Scent of a Woman, so good." So I'm like, "All right." So we watch it, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is actually
Yeah, I think he
It's a-
won Best Actor for that.
yeah, it's a
Mm.
good
Yeah.
a good movie."
Yeah. But all right. So I watched. Wait, what were we talking about?
that show, Devs.
Okay, yeah.
About watching
So
it.
that's officially it.
And
Yeah.
Westworld.
So you have a week.
and Westworld.
No, Westworld we might not have to do. It's too much for Chase because
What? No.
you can't watch it without Bethany. Then she has to watch season 1, or it's not in
No,
the
you
table.
can watch it. You can watch it alone.
I was thinking.
In 2 weeks, you're gonna both watch season 2.
Yeah.
I
So-
doubt it.
How many
We'll do it
episodes
together.
is it? 10?
I started. Was this 9? I said in episode 1, you guys should fucking do it.
Me and Chance.
It's not happening.
Me and Chance are gonna
Move
meet up-
on.
Yeah.
Me and Chance are gonna meet up and watch them.
All right, I'm moving on. All right, so I watched. Me and Heather watched the episode 1 of Nip Tuck on Hulu.
Oh my god.
Because like I said last week, all FX is on Hulu now.
We were talking about Nip Talk last week.
Yeah, we were talking about it last week. So
Yeah.
we watched it last night.
Mhm.
The pilot. It was a good pilot. That's a good show.
It was a
Really?
good pilot.
No, because pilots can suck.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
every show is a great pilot, and it's good.
You know what's a good pilot? Is
It looks old,
Office.
by the way. It looks like it's like early 2000s.
Oh, I
wow,
believe
this
it.
looks.
It's probably aged.
You know, like the guy Christian. Remember the Christian guy, like the hot shot
Yeah,
doctor.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's walking around in like a suit with like a red shirt on. He's wearing these little red glasses, almost like Morpheus.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, this is 2003. You know? this is fucking old, dude. He's walking around a hot shot. He's
Micro glasses.
giving hot chicks Botox like on the side. You
Oh
know,
my
it's fucking
God.
like,
He's just walking by. He's just Botoxing chicks.
yeah,
They
he's
just
like,
line
yeah, you
up.
want some Botox?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
But like, it's a good show. Like the first episode, like so much shit happens in the first episode. I forgot about. Like, I don't know if you've seen it.
I've only seen bits and
Well, do you
pieces.
remember like the fucking like Mexican like cartel guy comes to them and gives them like $300,000 to like get facial reconstruction?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
sounds-
do remember that.
Remember that? And then like
Yeah.
he ends up being that he fucking molested the boss's daughter who's 6
Yeah,
years
yeah,
old.
Yeah.
So then that shit happens, and then like
wow.
it's fucking crazy.
I remember when
the
it
circumcision.
Yeah.
It gets brought up in the first episode.
Really?
The circumcision part.
I always thought that was like later when shit hit the
No,
fan and got
that's
weird.
in the first episode. Like he tells the cool doctor, like the son does, that he wants to get his dick circumcised, and then the fucking guy tells the other doctor. Then he confronts his son,
What's wrong with your skin?
and first of all, I don't like the son. I forgot that I hated the son
Yeah.
because first of all, he looks like Michael Jackson. Have you seen him?
No.
Go watch that show. You're like, oh my god, that's Michael Jackson right before he died, dude.
Oh Jesus, really?
like
Is that really what it looks
he
like?
looks just like him.
He-
It's
you know,
disturbing.
From what I remember, he reminds me of a weirder looking. What's the name of the actor from Entourage? Vince.
Oh, Adrian
Yeah.
Grenier or whatever his name
For
is.
some reason, when I try to remember him, I feel like he was like a weirder looking.
I mean, I could kind of say because of the black flowing hair.
I think it's just the black.
But like, once you see his face, I'm telling you, if you see him in this episode, you're like, oh my god, that's Michael Jackson. He looks just like him. It's freaky. dude.
Weird.
So we watched
I'd love
that.
to see a picture.
yeah, well, I'm gonna try to pull it
Actually,
up.
on. Yeah, maybe if I pull. Well,
Well, Jamie.
Ja-
Why the fuck was I gonna say
Yeah.
that?
Pull it up, Jamie.
Jamie, pull that
come
up.
on, Jerry, pull it up. He's actually a producer in the background. He's our numbers man.
No, it's a joke on Joe Rogan podcast.
No,
Because
sorry.
his
I'm not in the
his
loop.
guy is named Jamie.
Oh, funny.
Jeez.
Sorry,
Good one.
Wow, I guess.
you're probably the only person on the earth that
Oh my
doesn't know
god!
that.
Even this
That's not
picture,
true.
which is like an old, probably an older picture, he looks weird in.
No, that's
Oh,
he does look weird in that, but that's hold on. I could probably
his
find
eyes are freaking me
if
out.
I find
Yeah.
the episode. Hold on. Nip Tuck. I already have it up. I have it up. Hold on a second. Because if I find the episode, I might be able to find pictures from that episode.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I did. Yeah. Hold on. The sun's got to be on here somewhere. Oh. All right. It's not working out. What's the actor's name? Chase, you have it up?
John Hensley, I think.
Is that it? John Hensley? All right. I'm going to go to Google Images. I'm going to type in a young stud John. So I'm going to type it in. Young stud John Hensley. John.
There's the whole episode right here. Is this actually going to let me play it?
On what?
I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Oh, right here.
You got it?
That's kind of what he looks like in the first episode, but like maybe a year or two
okay.
after.
I see what you mean.
It's like the nose.
does.
Does he look like he had like
Yeah.
massive? He's like young right there. He looks like he had like massive
just
plastic surgery
creepy.
right out of the womb.
That's probably why they cast him.
Yeah. Oh, right there. He kind of looks like Michael Jackson there, kind of.
I see what you mean.
Are you seeing it though?
Oh, yeah, no. Cause
You can see it. Yeah, it's like the nose. It's like, all right, Siri.
He's like a ghostly skeleton face.
Yeah. So, all right. So we watched that. Let's move on from TikTok.
Too much time on
Too much
TikTok. I just meant for it to be a quick
Yeah.
comment about how we restarted it, but
Oh, the AEW pay-per-view was this weekend.
Oh.
Yep, some good
the
stuff.
year special.
It was this weekend?
This past weekend, yeah.
Did you watch it?
I tried to watch it, do legal stream. I watched like the first match on a stream, like on a legal stream.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like not working out. It was just skipping, and I'm like putting up with it for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm done. So then, like the next day, I watched like a match on my computer. If I had only used a computer that I have, it's on my phone, I probably could have watched it because the stream works perfectly fine on the computer.
Yeah.
But like my fucking dumbass, I'm just thinking about my fucking phone. So then, I watched like a match, but I listened to a podcast recap of it, and like wrestling does kind of translate okay into a podcast, like because I watch every week, but then I also listen to a podcast that like recaps it and like gives their
in
opinions.
case you forget.
No, it's just like I have no one else to talk to about, so it's nice to actually listen to people who have their opinion. So I listened to it, and like listen to the recap was fine. I understood the matches.
Did he really ever? No, he never watched wrestling.
No, he was not a wrestling head. He wasn't a neckbeard.
He wasn't a tech.
When me and Tom, we're going in April. Did I tell you that?
Yeah. You were in Boston, right?
I can't wait to see how many neckbeards we see.
Oh.
It's still real to me.
Yeah. I don't care. It's still real. I don't care. It's still real.
So, that pay-per-view was there. It's cool. AEW rocks, but you guys don't care.
Better than WWE.
Yeah, WWE's a fucking joke. No one ever fucking talk about it in front of us.
Jesus.
Sorry. Whew. I played Madden and Fortnite. All right. Who's next? I didn't really play any games this week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like last week I played Madden. I mean, mostly Madden, and then didn't do anything else. I watched Better Call Saul and shit.
Better Call Saul.
All right, Chase.
As far as watching, I watched more of The Outsider. Were we talking about it? How either you said you watched it or you heard people?
I heard it from Barstool that
people were turning on it.
Yeah.
A little. Yeah.
Well, the guy in Barstool full turned on it. Full heel turn.
Yeah. I mean, I
get it, Mike.
I can
Wrestling.
Neckbeard.
I can see why, but I can understand why some people, but I don't really. I think it goes more supernatural, but not super. Not
It
crazy.
wasn't even supernatural. They had like the guy in Barstool did like an infographic about like this character does this, and then this character does this, and then like he said like every episode's this. It's like the show's repeating itself basically.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean I could see that with some of the characters.
The
I mean, I
wheels-
still like it. I still have a few episodes. I'm assuming there's 10 total because there's 9 out right now.
I'm assuming.
Yeah,
From
but
HBO
so
standards.
watching that, I mean it's still good. I almost watched this other movie. I forget
Almost. It's like-
almost.
Tom almost fucking watched Westworld.
Yeah.
Well, because there was something that I even
Almost.
wanted to watch. I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was, and I wanted to make it a point to watch something new. But now I
I know.
can't remember
I
what it
failed.
was.
We're failing every week now. That's what we have to have the show
We're
of the week
failing.
or something.
Oh, The Circle. I talked to you about.
Oh yes.
Bethany, like that show is so bad, and I think we were talking about
yeah.
that stupid like realities.
I give you props for watching it all.
I didn't watch all. Well, she did, and like I chimed in and
Were
just
you in the same room?
when she finished the last 2 episodes, yes, because I was in bed and I was just on my phone.
Uh-huh.
That show is so cringeworthy, and even she was like, "This show is so unbelievably bad, but she's like, I just have to see who wins because I'm like in too deep.
Who wins?
This guy Joey, the
Guido?
Guido.
No way.
Yeah, and he's like crying. At the end, they of course do like a live like announcement of who wins.
No way.
And he's like,
Get the
crying
fuck
and stuff. Oh my god, yeah, that show was brutal. So I didn't watch any. Oh, that's about it. Didn't really watch anything new.
Play anything?
I did play a new game.
Yeah. Well, My Friend is Pedro.
Yeah,
I played that. That's when you sent me that earlier. I was like, I think that is My Friend is Pedro.
And I
played a few levels.
I played it before coming here, like for a little bit, because I was like, I did some Madden, which I know we'll get to later, I'm sure. And then I was like, I wanted to do something different, so I went through Game Pass and was looking at something that looked cool.
No, that's a good game to down. That's like a small, like if this was out like 10 years ago, like Xbox like live arcade game.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
it's just a
yeah.
small game, like
Mhm.
Castle Crashers or like.
Yeah, because I wanted to find something that wasn't going to be a
Castle
shitload
Crashers
of
is a big
gigs.
game. Okay.
Because I didn't want to download a huge game because I know it would take forever. But it's cool. It's a side scroller, and you're basically this guy that runs around with like two guns, and the whole point is you try to run through levels, and you can also slow down time and like you're shooting people.
It's like John Wick meets The Matrix.
Yeah.
But like a side-scrolling.
Yeah, but it's like a weird like there's a banana. The Pedro is a banana. that,
Yeah,
like,
it's
talks to you.
weird.
It's like your little companion.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's fucking weird.
That's cool. Control like you control like you're dual wielding it like the whole time, right?
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
And like you're controlling when you go in slow mo, you control the two sticks, like the aiming,
Mm-hmm.
and like you're just shooting and like.
I like how you're doing.
Yeah, you're like
You
woo.
wave your arms. You look like one of those traffic.
And it's cool
air
because like,
traffic.
you're almost like parkouring, like you're jumping and like doing like crazy like matrixy moves, like.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
I just had it. I was trying to find a picture of it, and I actually just found this. It's hard to fucking. But no, yeah, it was fun. It's definitely like a fun thing to.
Yeah, it's like a limbo or something.
Mm-hmm. N.
Huh?
Remember N?
Oh, N plus.
Yeah, the ninja.
Yeah, the little ninja guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was another side scroller. What was it called? Like, it was like just like 3 letters, and you were like this weird like.
Ori and the Blind Force.
Maybe it was Ori, or maybe not. Maybe it was something else with the. I don't know. It seemed like I'd
What
seen
was
it
the character?
before.
What was the little character?
It was like a white little glowing like I don't even know what the fuck it was, like a little like fox thing, I guess.
Oh,
Like
that's
Yuri, maybe not Yuri.
Oh yeah.
some-
That's-
Ori.
Yeah,
No,
and
yeah.
like,
no,
Isn't
what
that
is
the made by the same people that made Limbo?
I think it
That's
looks
made by the
very
same
no,
much
that's
people that made
inside.
Limbo.
No, their next game is Inside. They've only made like 2 games.
Oh really?
Yeah, no.
I feel like I've seen what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's you guys probably had because it was one.
I've
that
seen.
came out.
I can picture it in my mind.
Yeah,
I just
this is
don't-
that. So it's just like you're running.
Oh, okay.
Side scrollers and you can slow down.
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
Yeah, so it's cool. So that was actually pretty fun. I mean, it's something else to play.
What was the name? Describe it again. Xbox with a fox on it.
Well, I don't think it was a fox. It was just like it had. I don't even know what the fuck it was because it was just like a weird little like creature thing.
Glowing.
Actually, I think I have the Game Pass app. Actually, so hold on. Because now it's killing me in my head. I have to know what this game's called. Because it sounds like I've heard of it. I just
Yeah.
don't.
You should play like those games like Firewatch or something.
Well, so I saw when I almost also downloaded. Oh fuck, what's the name of it? But Firewatch came up, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can play this, but I don't think it was on anything.
No, you have to buy it. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think I bought it was on sale, so I don't really know what the full price is. Braid? No, it wasn't Braid. No, it can't be it. That game's old.
All right.
The Blob?
The Blob.
Dead Cells?
Well, you keep looking. I'm gonna do what I did. Okay.
Doom? No.
So I'm gonna start my last week rewind now.
You
Well,
didn't-
you keep
you
scrolling.
didn't play or watch anything, I bet. So
Actually, I almost
we
wanted to
watched
download.
Watchmen.
Oh yeah, you did.
It's
Yeah.
true. Every week, it's like when I
Because it
think
feels like it was
when I
last
start
week.
when I write the notes for like the podcast
Mhm.
app and stuff, like I always have to try to remember like what we watch, and like I'm like, oh, we watched Watchmen, but then I'm like, fuck, we talked about that last week. I can't put that in the description again.
Yeah.
So it's like-
You have to.
Yeah, but
We need to finish it.
Yeah, but we continued Watchmen.
Yes, and
So-
tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's the day
To
that we
put
finish
an end to it, it's called Ori and the Blind
And
Forest.
I played
Nah.
Kingdom,
Yeah.
played Kingdom Hearts.
It was Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right, keep going on.
And I played Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, it's true.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny? Andrew, I told Andrew, I was like, oh, it's on Game Pass. And I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He downloads it. He couldn't even get past the first hour.
Yeah.
He was like, it's so boring.
Yeah.
It's
The
so-
story. The story.
It's just like he said, it was just taking too long. He's
Right.
like, I can't.
Yeah. It's just the like, well, yeah, kind of stole my. But
Well,
yeah, the
that was
story
from
is
Andrew.
very convoluted and boring, and it's definitely not the reason why I played the games.
Oh yeah.
It's just cool to like cruise the levels.
Yeah, be in Olympus with
and
Hercules.
try that stuff. But then starting this one, when I started getting into it, it just like the controlling the guy felt really like weird. Like he kind of just like it felt like very like almost like I was on ice. Where it was like kind of like lack of
It's like
control.
floaty
He's
controls,
like
yeah,
floaty,
yeah.
he's like very floaty and like like swiveling very easily and like, and then it just kind of like had like a plastic feel to it, like just didn't feel like authentic in a weird way where it kind of like lost some of the magic of it. But I mean, I don't want to like totally dog on it because I didn't play it that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it didn't get the worst reviews.
No, we got like 7 to
Like-
8s.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
it got like
hard.
But the
'cause
first
it's-
two were so highly rated. That's the
Well,
thing.
yeah,
yeah.
it got like middle 8s, like 8.5s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a hard thing to like come back for the third one.
And
Especially so many years later.
Yeah.
a kid I work with played, like I played the first two, but he platinumed all 3, and I was like, "You platinum this one?" And he's like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, I just like was saying what I was, you know.
PlayStation people were so obsessed with these platinum trophies.
Yeah,
What is that?
yeah.
Just doing everything?
It's every gamer. You know, like how an Xbox like a gamer score.
Yeah.
It's like getting all those.
Yeah.
It's
the
like getting
achievements.
every achievement for a
Yeah,
game. You get every trophy.
I
for a
don't think
game.
I've gotten one game where I've gotten every achievement. That's like there's a couple games I've gotten like easy achievements.
Mhm.
You know, like the Walking Dead game, you got an achievement for just beating a level,
Mhm.
and if you beat the game, you get all the achievements. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't count. I'm talking about
Yeah.
a real game.
Yeah.
Never. Have you ever gotten every achievement in a game?
I think back in the day, I think I did for a fight night.
It's true, but
Because like
Did-
back
but
in the
did they-
day, we did pay more attention
Yeah,
to
but did-
achievements.
yeah, but
Remember?
they probably had online
When
ones. They probably had a couple achievements that are tied to online, like win some matches.
I don't know, but I do feel like I've gotten all. I think we've all gotten the achievements on at least one game.
Probably.
But,
I mean,
but
like I
I'm talking a long time ago.
said, yeah.
When we were younger, we
But
definitely.
I've never
cared
been
more.
an achievement hunter.
Yeah,
There's
but
people.
we cared more when we were young. I remember.
true.
I remember comparing gamer scores with each other, talking about specific achievements
Yeah,
that were
it
hard
was
to
definitely
get.
a thing, but I was never
Like when GTA came out, that was still a thing. Because I remember the hardest one was like, oh man, imagine the one that no one's gonna do is getting all 100 of those hidden items or whatever it was called.
Mhm.
Remember?
Yeah, because
But the-
GTA 4.
But it was fun to like try and get an
remember going
achievement that
after
was hard
some.
to get. We used to do that. I remember that
GTA
shit.
4, there was one for completing the campaign under 30 hours or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that
But
one.
I think there was a fight night that I got all of them. I feel like I remember that.
I mean, I could probably. I'm not going to announce it, but I'll do it on the DL right now.
I remember
On the
Modern
Xbox
Warfare.
app, I can probably
the
just look
first
at my
Modern
games.
Warfare, like after playing it a shitload, I remember I was going after some. Like there was the one with the plane. There's an achievement.
You fly under all the bridges.
Yeah,
Is that the one you're talking
for Modern Warfare.
Oh, I thought you were still talking.
yeah,
about
that
I'm
like
sorry.
plane where it's like you have to like basically go through the level within like less than like 20 seconds or something.
Oh yeah.
and that was like a really well known one. That
Yeah, that
people
was.
did. And I
hard
ended up.
one.
I
I
actually
think
did
it's
that
just something
one.
more like that kids care about more than adults.
Oh, I mean, well, I'm telling you, PlayStation fans like your buddy.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
thing.
that is a thing on
It's
PlayStation.
a thing for
to platinum a
PlayStation.
game.
That platinum
Yeah.
trophy is like a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Like it's just Xbox. Like yeah, it's they're called achievements.
But
And
I think maybe in general more when you're younger, it's like gamer score matters more.
yeah, it's
Like
just
it'd
like
be like something like I could picture like if you were talking shit to a kid like on Modern Warfare, like if you're like 16 years old, and you're
Oh,
like, dude,
yeah.
you have like fucking 5,000 gamer score. Like, shut
Yeah,
up.
I know. Yeah.
yeah, I do remember those times. But it's also like it's not cool to say like, oh, you have like so much. Like it's cooler in PlayStation to be like, how many platinum trophies do you have?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
cooler to
that's-
say that than like,
Yeah.
how many games have you 100% achievement scored?
How
And
many-
Yeah,
how many
yeah.
What's your
gamer-
achievement score?
Yeah.
It's
What's
not
your
as
gamer
cool.
Plus,
score?
it's a quick thing to show.
What's your gamer score? 10 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember when the first dude to cross 1 million.
Really?
Yeah, I remember when that happened. It
Wow.
was nutty.
See that, and I
Freak.
remember too with the achievements. The main thing was obviously no life in the achievements, but even more importantly, it was just playing enough games. Like you just had to constantly be playing different games.
Yeah.
Because if you just played the same game,
I am officially
you stall
back
out.
to WWE 2K16, so I'm just using a year. So I had 0% on that game, but that's where I am right now. I haven't finished a single game. So 2016.
What, in the last
now.
year?
No, I'm scrolling, and I'm down to 2016 right now.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
no gamers, no 100% yet.
I don't
So in
think
the past 5 years almost. Oh, here we go. Quantum Break. I got 75%.
Wow.
It's not bad. I'm still
I
going.
remember PUBG you could check out, like, but that wasn't achievements.
I'm Dying Light 3%. I'm still going.
Oh yeah, because there's always like one achievement that you get like right when
Every
you start a
game, yeah, every game gives you one right away. Just a little taste.
A little taste of the juice.
Just a little taste.
Oh, I got 100% in Apex.
Oh, really? Yeah, mine was 75%.
That's pretty lame.
Skyrim 40% on 360.
Yeah, see, that's probably a really hard one.
Oh, they're probably some tough ass ones. Damn, dude, I'm going. I'm
Man, now
fucking.
you're making me curious.
Do you have the Xbox app?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking looking. Assassin's Creed 2, 82%. That's not bad for
You've
one of
been
those
so
games.
close, Mike. What the hell?
Ugh, I'm scrolling, man. I haven't found a single one
Because
yet.
I feel like I remember doing the last one for this fight night and being like, "Wow, I got them all."
Mass Effect 2, 79%. Damn.
Yeah, that is pathetic. Do you even know anything about Mass Effect, or
Well,
do you even care?
70% in Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Achievements.
Dude, this is getting sad. I'm fucking-
84% in Prince of Persia, the Forgotten something Sands or whatever the hell it is.
Dude, I'm fucking scrolling back, and it's getting really depressing. I don't think I ever did 100% of a single one.
You suck, dude.
Wow, the farthest game back for me is Stranglehold.
Oh, really? That game was cool.
Yeah.
It was like
That
Max Payne.
slow-mo,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you could like down like rails. You could like slide on them.
And it
like,
says I had 0%, which is crazy because I know I beat that game, so I don't know how I didn't get any achievements for it.
Well, my first games were Play Online Viewer. I don't know what the hell that is. What game's that? Bank Shot Billiards 2, MOB 2K6, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare, Condemned, Perfect Dark Zero, Madden 06.
Oh damn, that was before. Yeah, because I never had an Xbox. I had the
Oh my God.
360.
Here it is. I never finished it. Fight Night Round 3, 90%.
Oh,
I do
wow.
that. Wow, I remember it, and not. I guess like, I just never conquered whatever the last one was.
Dude, I cannot.
Does it show me what I never got?
Maybe if you click on it, it might show you.
Oh yeah, right here. Win the Everlast sponsored fight. What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but you should make your goal to fucking finish it. We have the game.
Wow, 2009 was when I was playing this game.
Wait, which fight night is it?
Fight Night.
Round 3?
Round 3.
Oh, that might still be backwards compatible.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I thought you were talking about Champion the whole time.
My first games are Mortal Kombat versus DCU,
I remember when you had I was there when you got your 360.
Madden
So.
NFL 2008,
Really?
Left 4 Dead,
Yep.
Skate 2, Crackdown, Spidey Web of Shadows, Fight
Yep.
Night Round 3. I was hooked. There it is.
Yep.
I was hooked.
Oh my
No,
god.
because I had already played Fight Night. I played Fight Night on PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
I used to whoop fucking.
You played the
cripples.
Rocky game. I remember the Rocky game, the fucking training games.
Do you remember the game Syndicate on 360 that we bought?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm going through my
Yeah.
Syndicate. And I'm like, oh,
I don't think I ever got it. You
Dude, I'm
had it.
getting
You loved it.
flashbacks.
No, I
Red
don't think
Faction.
I think
Remember that
Syndicate
game?
was the one that we
Yeah.
bought. We
Chase,
were
remember that game?
what?
Red Faction.
Oh yeah, I played the shit out of the
Oh
second
my god,
one.
we were obsessed. You could destroy walls.
That was the third one actually.
That multiplayer was so fun. I remember we played
it was
matches with people
Dead Space.
with all the abilities, and you'd
Yeah,
have like the
This
concussion.
is badass because you could
backpack.
like quickly jetpack through a wall. Like,
yeah, and hit
It
someone.
was so that game got re-released on.
I remember when I
Xbox
got
One.
Dead Space, dude. Oh, that game was so good when you first got it.
Yeah, Dead. Well, hold on. No,
I think
Dead Space is coming up in a little segment.
As
now.
of now, for a
Foreshadowing.
1,000 gamer score to go 100%, which I consider like that's like at least the minimum.
Mhm.
To, I think I'm at 85% for a Prince of Persia game.
was that? I remember we both bought that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Apex... Well, actually, no. Apex is 100% at 1,000 gamer score, but...
Hey, fuck it.
I mean,
You
I'll
100%
take-
in one. I have 0. So
Battlefield 1943, 85%.
yeah, that's pretty close.
I just went over that. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so weird seeing some of these games because it's like... That Syndicate one, I specifically remember... That was the one that you and I just went into a GameStop and we were trying to find something to play, and we bought it used.
We both had
And
it.
it was like, yeah, it was god awful. Like it was wicked fucking hard online.
Syndicate.
Yeah,
And we put it was like a shooter.
yeah, it was some kind of a shooter.
Why can I not think? of
Unless
it?
I only bought it and we went back to your house, but I just remember playing it together and being like this game, and then I returned it.
I know. Yeah.
I almost started up Diablo 3 earlier,
Did you?
and then I noticed I had an update for it. Like it was in my queue. I was like, what the fuck?
Was it 2012?
Could have been.
Is it-
If I click on it, will
Is
it?
it this game? Like the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this game? Starbreeze Electronic Arts.
You get all interested in it again, and you buy it, and then you're super let down again.
Yeah. Well, that's the name of the game.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, it was a shooter. Oh, okay, it was a first-person shooter. What was so weird? What was I don't think this was a very good game. But what was so bad about it?
Everything.
Everything.
Whoa! Look at this game. Looks like shit.
And you're like, oh no.
Look at this.
What did I spend money on?
Oh my god, this looks horrible. We're so stupid. These guys so bored about the most random shit game. Well, it's not like when I tried to tell Andrew to buy Brink, that weird fucking shitty. It was almost like Overwatch before Overwatch.
Yeah, I remember.
And
that.
I told Andrew I was like, yeah, it's not that bad. It got like a 5 on IGN.
Jesus.
And then he brings it up, and the guy was like, "You don't want to buy this." Ever since then, Andrew has not let me down for that.
So funny.
Did
All
he
right.
still
Oh,
buy
you
it?
burned us all.
What?
Did he still buy it?
No, he didn't buy it.
Oh.
You burned us all, Mike. So
Yeah. Ball for Chase.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age for
Dragon Age
everyone.
for YouTube, but minus me. I never even purchased it. All right. Shoot. Are you done with your last week's spotlight? Anything else?
I watched Semi Pro.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Semi-pro?
Yeah,
It's a great-
I like that movie.
It's a
That
funny movie,
The movie
yeah.
cracks me up.
It is.
I almost
We
watched
love you.
Good Guys. Is it Good Guys with Will Ferrell or something?
Yeah, that's called Good Guys, right?
Is it just Good Guys?
Yeah.
The other guys.
Oh,
The
other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's so
Yeah,
weird
it
because
was.
I was earlier this week. I thought of the scene when he was like, "Gator ain't never been about taking no
Yeah,
shit."
yeah, that shit's hilarious.
And I
Gator's
Googled-
bitches better wearing you. Better be using Jimmy's.
Yeah.
She's
And
like, oh my
I
god.
Googled it just so I could watch it. And I was dying laughing out loud. And then I came across it scrolling the other night, and I was like, "Oh, I want to watch this so bad."
That's like one of the very few movies where I don't mind Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's probably like the
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
comedy. I
Like,
don't
he's good in
mind.
that movie.
Yeah.
Like, straight up good.
Yeah, I was watching that like maybe a couple of weeks ago. That movie.
Oh, really?
In the fucking scene where he's like, I'm like a lion and you're like a fucking tuna, and he was like, oh yeah, and he was like,
Oh yeah. Then he was like, "Well, if I did,"
he's like a lion. He's like, you're gonna come out to the ocean
"Yeah, you're in
because
mine."
he says something. He's like, I'll track down your family, and he's like, oh yeah, you're gonna come out to the ocean, a lion against a against a school of full grown tuna because tuna are like 600
Huge.
pounds.
Yeah.
He's like a school of full grown tuna. He's like, now we've got a taste for lion. So then he goes, how are you gonna go on land? He goes, we'll develop oxygen breathing systems out of kelp. And he goes, it's not permanent, but an hour 45. That's enough time to track down your lineage and your family and prey on lion.
That was like, can you name a Will Ferrell movie like post the other guys that's like really good?
Because that was after Step Brothers, right? Was this,
Yeah,
This
oh,
was,
yeah,
This
yeah,
was like
yeah.
after he was really.
Yeah, good 4 or 5
Yeah.
years after.
I don't know.
Like, Will Ferrell's
Actually,
he's on a bad
Yeah.
fucking.
Oh yeah.
Because even his bad, like Semi Pro wasn't a big movie of his.
No, that's like one of his lower ones.
But that movie's still funny.
Yeah.
Like he still was able to be funny. But then like I don't know, like Anchorman 2 and shit.
Like we did his best slash worst. So we could go back and listen to that. We definitely talked about all this already.
What was his worst?
It was Sherlock Holmes.
Oh my god, I forgot we did that for him.
And his best was
Step Brothers, I think.
What was his highest rated?
Maybe he'll do like an Adam Sandler and like come out of nowhere with like a serious drama.
Then there, because then I had seen Stranger Than Fiction, and I really liked that movie.
The other guys, I think when I go home tonight, I really want to put
Anchorman.
it on. Makes me think about getting some new
Old
shoe
School.
money.
It was the Lego movie.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I don't think we agreed with that.
No, I think we all chose
we didn't.
our own.
We didn't agree. Yeah. But he's like in it. He's like in it enough to like.
Yeah.
Okay, because he is in it like in it. So
yeah, he does the main.
Yeah.
villain.
Let's not go down.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Let's move into my game of the week. I mean, I'm not gonna do this every week because it's hard to come up with my own games. But
I know what it is.
the first
we
one
are playing a game.
First one I copied. This one I actually came up with myself.
Oh,
You came with yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
let's just do the same game.
You mean Perry told you?
No, we can't do it every week. We gotta sprinkle it in. If we
Can
do,
we do it again?
If we do Marry Fuck Kill,
We got to come up with a
3 weeks in a row, it's dead forever.
But when we do it again, like we should do it again. Marry Fuck Kill.
Oh, yeah,
we just come up with a dope category.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to do it again.
Yeah.
It's gotta let it breathe.
There'll be
Okay.
women.
Yeah, we got to come up with a bunch of games that we can just cycle through every week.
Yeah, we'll do Tom's favorite women.
Oh, okay.
Favorite.
All right. I'm unprepared. I'm on the spot
Riley
here.
Reid. No, you're not a big Riley Reid.
No,
fan.
Riley Reid's annoying.
I like Emma Stone.
Talking about their fucking real life chase. Talking
Oh,
about them
no.
getting fucked.
Oh, Jesus.
Emma Stone's like one of my celebrity crushes.
That's true. I'm really liking Kendall Jenner. No, I'm
Really?
just kidding. No. We were just
Her
talking
and her
about, we were
boyish
talking about it
body.
earlier. Yeah, because we were watching Jumanji. I was like, oh, she's so skinny and like tall. He was talking about how tall
Wait,
she is.
Kendall Jenner?
No. Yeah, the girl in Jumanji.
She's the same name?
No, but I said that girl in Jumanji is so tall and skinny. Then I brought up Kendall Jenner, and she is so tall and skinny.
Yeah. She's hot, though, in Jumanji, I still think.
Oh, that chick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's hot as fuck. She's hot as Nebula, as a robot.
Oh, yeah, because she's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kendall Jenner's still hot, but she is very tall and skinny.
Mm.
All right, what's the game?
All right, it's who's the hottest Kardashian? You ready?
Oh
Jesus.
God.
All right, we have Kris Jenner.
That's my
The
vote.
mom. Would you fuck her?
Yeah.
You'd fuck her?
Marry Fuck Kill.
Very fucking go.
Kardashians.
Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner.
Marry Bruce.
Actually, I'd like to. If has Caitlyn got it chopped
Would you rather
off?
fuck
No,
Olympic Bruce Jenner,
I kill Bruce.
mid transition Bruce
I
Jenner,
kill Bruce
or Caitlyn Jenner?
because he doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that's true.
Well, she killed Bruce.
Right. And I marry Caitlyn.
Ew.
And I fuck Kanye.
Didn't see that
Did I
coming.
win?
Yeah, you won. You won. All right, this game is called.
Oh, that's not the game?
No,
Oh.
Thank God.
it's called Reboot, Remake, or Revoke.
Oh.
All right, so you are a movie studio or a game publisher. All right, so that's the guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Alright,
either
so
or.
So for a reboot, it is you're going to use the same. You know what a reboot is in a movie. The same, for example, a reboot. It's like
They're gonna do
when
it
you
again?
reboot a movie or a game, it's like the same franchise, but you just breathe new life into it. Right?
Yeah.
It's not a full remake.
Yeah.
Because right here, a remake I wrote is just like you take like the movie and you just literally redo it.
Are you gonna give us
Can
three
you give us
options? or we're just
examples?
gonna-
I have many options.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm just saying for the guidelines,
Give us an example, like like RoboCop.
like a reboot, let's say, is like the new Terminator
Mm-hmm.
or the new Halloween. Right? It's still the same franchise, but these breathe new life into it. A remake is like you take, say, Total Recall.
RoboCop is a remake.
Yes, remake.
Okay.
And then you also have Revoke, which is mean you just don't do anything. Just erase the idea, annul it. We're not doing
Like
it.
erase it from history, or just
No,
don't
just like
continue
the
it?
idea. We're not talking about franchise. We're not. It's not the same thing as Marry Fuck Kill. Like we're not erasing it from existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the idea of this, a reboot.
Well, when you
or
kill
remake.
someone, they still existed, but yeah.
But and also you can also for a remake you can throw in a remaster because they're almost technically the same. But a remaster only obviously applies to games.
Video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't apply to movies.
Okay.
All right. So do you want to do movies or games first?
Do movies.
All right. Tough one right off the bat. Harry Potter.
Oh, so we decide between the three?
Yes.
Okay.
It's out of the three. Is it untouchable? Would you revoke the idea of ever touching it?
Where does Fantastic Beasts land on that list?
I'm talking about Harry Potter. The name Harry Potter.
So that
Has to be
that
in the
doesn't
title.
count as a reboot.
No. That's a sequel.
Cycle.
That's a piece of shit. But all right, so Harry Potter. All right, would you reboot it? So basically, would you continue it, breathe new life into it? Would you remake it, or would you?
I think
revoke it?
remakes off the table
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the Harry.
Because
Potter.
some of these remakes is possible. Like obviously,
Yeah.
I think is it untouchable? Like, could you continue Harry Potter, or do you think we're just gonna wait 30 years and just make Sorcerer's Stone again? Because one of the two is gonna happen. Either we're continuing Harry Potter, or it's gonna get remade in our lifetime.
Yeah, I don't.
But they can't
think
be
it should
the same
remade.
characters though.
No.
No, that's not gonna work. That story's
I mean,
over.
in 2080, when we're fucking 90 years old, there's a good chance Sorcerer's
Oh no,
Stone
I mean,
could
yeah,
be
maybe
remade.
for that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying in terms of like in terms of a reboot, like you can't reboot with the same characters. Like you can't continue.
Well, you technically
theirs.
could. You
can't-
technically could because
I'm saying you could, but
Yeah.
I'm saying you shouldn't.
a sequel.
Harry Potter.
I'm gonna include sequel into the reboot
Like
because
their story is over.
is it though?
If they want to remake it in 20 years, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying revamping their story and
Uh-huh.
bringing them back, it have to be like their kid. It
Oh, yeah,
can't
yeah,
be
yeah.
Harry.
Well, Harry could
And-
be in it. It'd be called
He
Harry
could
Potter.
be in it, and
Yeah.
he could be old. But I don't think putting him and Hermione and
I'm saying revoke
Ron,
for
like-
now because I think there hasn't been enough time to remake it,
Mhm.
and I think rebooting / sequelizing it is possible, but I just still think
I think it's why they
you need
did-
the characters. You can't do you can't do Harry Potter older and it's not Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
So it's like either they're on board and they're not even the right age
I just
yet.
don't think it would be so super successful to pull these
You-
characters back.
You
up.
don't think if they did Emma Watson, the guy who played fucking Ron,
The guy who played Ron.
and Daniel Radcliffe as older Harry Potter and all the characters, it
I
wouldn't be
think they would
successful?
have to strongly try
That's
to.
$1 billion
I
movie
think they'd
right
have
there.
to strongly try to focus on some sort of new.
Oh yeah, it'd be like the Force Awakens approach: new characters with the old
yeah,
people,
yeah.
but they're just not old enough.
I think that's the most.
But what I'm saying is that's not bringing them back to go on another adventure.
Why
It's
not?
about the new characters, like just like how the new Star Wars.
But Han
sequel.
Solo was in the fucking adventure.
Yeah, but it's the end of his story. Like, is Harry
Yeah.
gonna die?
Hey,
Anything's possible.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I'd be down with that. But I'm saying, like, don't bring them back to be like, here's the next round of adventures for
No,
the
because
crew.
they'd be older.
They're too old.
they'd be
They've
different.
already been through so much.
Yeah.
That story's been laid to rest, and laid to rest in a strange way. Like the whole Horcrux thing and Harry and that stuff
Oh,
starts to go off the deep end.
Well, I mean, I bet it works out fine in the book. It's just the movie is just 'cause it's a little complicated.
yeah.
Yeah, I bet
Let's
the
go
book's
off the
fine.
fucking deep end.
Jam it in.
All right, let's
We're
move
talking
on.
about
So
movies here.
I'm saying revoke.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's not possible
it's
right
too
now.
soon.
What do you think, Chase?
Yeah, no, I just think
Too
that.
soon?
Yeah, I think they'll do that in the sense of if they introduce Harry or Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and all that, it'll just be a tale of other people, like
Mhm.
younger people, and then they go to them for counseling or whatever they
Yeah.
come across them in the world.
Yeah.
All right. I did write Lord of the Rings down, but they're also doing a prequel series on Amazon.
Oh,
the
yeah.
show. So I don't think it's really worth talking about. Let's move on. This one's been in the news because Tom Holland made a comment. Did you see this? Tom Holland's comment about Back to the Future, saying he was approached about it at one point, and
Playing Marty
he
McFly.
said he could never do it. He had to play like a Marty McFly in a remake or
I
something.
mean, at the top, of a quick glance, he probably
Remake.
would be a really good.
But
Marty
even though the people who own it, Robert Zemeckis and this guy Bob Gale, have both said that they will never. Oh my god. Yeah, they said as long as they're alive, they're never letting anything ever happen to Back to the Future.
really.
That's a shame,
Is it?
in my opinion.
I think it's untouchable. I'm saying revoke. It's one of my favorite movies. I just don't think
I think remake.
there's nothing to benefit from.
I think someone could do a better job than Michael.
Dude, you don't
J.
think
Fox.
a new remake
With
of
that
Back to the
story,
Future
yeah,
would
but
be
see-
dope.
I don't know.
With
Would
today's advances, how they could make a fucking dope time travel movie.
Yeah, but would be this the general plot line of Back to the Future was him and his family and all that shit. So the next movie would be the same thing.
Yeah, just like with Harry Potter remake. It's been
Well,
enough time.
For a remake of Harry Potter?
No.
Oh, for Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. We're coming up on 40 years and no wait.
I think Tom Holland's a good cast.
I think it is.
That's a good fucking cast.
Yeah, but Tom Holland's starting to become.
Yeah, is he?
I like him.
There's something about him.
No, I
huh?
like him. I just don't like the shove Tom Holland and everything. It's like Chris Pratt 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt would be so good as Indiana Jones. It's like you're starting to shove him into everything, and nothing's gonna happen. You know, like he's in the Uncharted movie, but
the problem with that is, and then it just turns into like, what movie are they in? Like the characters don't become as believable. It's just like, oh, here's Chris Pratt and he's fighting dinosaurs. It's Chris Pratt in outer space. It's, you know.
It's Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. Fucking in space.
It's too much. It's too much. I think a remake, dude. I think it would be dope. Back to the Future.
I mean, I feel like you can't reboot. Like,
no, that's off the
story.
table.
Yeah, it would just be nothing or a complete remake.
I think a remake would be dope. Maybe not right now. Maybe like 5-10 years. But if they started making it right now, and then it came out,
Bill Hader will be Doc
it'd be
Brown.
fucking cool.
I don't know.
And then it could be kind of just like, maybe they could make it like, you know, Back to the Future was funny. Like make it kind of wacky and funny too. Like,
oh yeah, I mean it has to be funny.
Maybe if Biff, if he has a son in real life, they'll cast the son.
Yeah.
But make it a little more like out there, maybe, like kind of like not like kind of wacky.
Like Roger Rabbit, they have cartoons in
like
it.
Rick and Morty style, like
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
imagine that they do a live
do
action.
Rick and Morty live action. Just kidding.
Weird.
Live action that would never translate.
It's basically Back to the Future.
It is.
Rick would have to be the guy who voices Trevor in GTA.
Oh my god.
He would have to.
That crazy guy.
Yeah.
What show was he in as himself?
He was. Yeah, he was.
That was
something.
Was it Walking Dead? No, what was he in where he was just the actor? And I was like, oh my god, it's Trevor.
Yeah.
It was something we watched. Like, I don't know. All right, I'm saying Revoke. This is my own personal opinion. I mean, it's going to happen eventually in our lifetime. It will be remade.
Yeah.
This is like instant money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just got to let those guys die.
Yeah.
You know, the guys who own the rights.
That's pretty much it.
Because you know their kids would be like, "Oh, you want to give us $1 billion?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, the dad. They're fine.
Thanks.
All right, so I'm saying Revoke. What are you saying? You're both saying remaster? I mean, remake?
I'm saying remake.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say. I mean, I guess I agree. I mean, I don't know. I'd say give it a little bit of time, but I think it's gonna. I'm more likely to be remade than nothing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd go on.
Because reboots is straight up off the table.
Yeah. No.
All right, Jaws. What do you think?
Oof. That's.
I think a remake could be cool, but I think it has a really high chance of slipping into
Yeah, I just think that movie was
cheesy-
such a time and place thing where it's like
yeah.
it was easy to fool people into being scared of a shark.
Mhm.
You know, like now we're not really that scared of sharks. Like
yeah.
it has a chance of like creeping into like the Meg,
Yeah.
where it's like not obviously wouldn't be the same size as the Meg, but it's like is it that scary for a shark?
Right.
Reboot is off the table because I'm not going to continue
Yeah, I mean-
the universe. Remake, like
Oh,
I'd say my first.
actually, if they were gonna do it, I think that would be cooler.
What?
That it's the same universe as the original Jaws.
Mm.
Than
I just feel like it
wipe
gives them-
that out of existence and
I
to
feel
do
like
it
it gives
again.
them too much room to make it like hokey. Whereas if it was a remake, it could still be bad, but it kind of gives you a little bit more restraint. Versus like if you do a reboot, then you could kind of drift into the no pun intended the waters of it being like
Yeah, because there's some
gimmicky.
goofy shit like in that series. They would have to
second and the third.
they'd have to
one.
erase everything but the first, just like
Yeah.
Halloween did. Because they get
that
no, 2 wasn't that bad because it felt like kind of the first,
Mm-hmm.
but 3 is ridiculous.
Yeah,
with the fucking
4
theme
Jaws
park.
in Bronx.
SeaWorld. What?
Yeah.
Jaws in the Bronx, the 4th one.
Yeah, Jaws in the Hood.
Yeah.
Jaws in outer space.
But like no,
Coming
the
through the
4th one's
toilet.
ridiculous. Like it's Jaws for the Revenge with fucking. It's the most ridiculous movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ever.
so get rid of those, but maybe
Yeah.
keep the first two.
You
But
can keep the first 2.
I can't see a world where they would make a Jaws movie and not have it somehow connected. Where it's not like, it was my grandfather.
Mm.
It's not. There's no world where they don't do that.
I think you're right. I just
The remake at first, it'd be my gut reaction was like, I don't know about that, but then the more I think of it, they could, but you'd have to be like a
The coolest part about a
stellar
remake
director
would be
later.
if they did it like it was the 70s.
Yeah.
okay.
That would be the
I
coolest
just feel like
part of
this
a
movie
remake.
doesn't need to exist. Not
kinda
like the
doesn't.
same thing as Back to the Future. I just don't think it would work nowadays.
Yeah, it kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think Jaws would work. It's a
I
time
have
and
no
place thing.
I have no interest in seeing a remake or a
Yeah, I
reboot.
don't think anybody does.
Okay, all right. So what I see realistically, what would happen would be a reboot where it's connected, but it wouldn't be that great. The only chance of a good product would be a remake that's a cool ass 70s movie.
Okay, I can see that, but I'm still saying Revoke.
And maybe
I just don't think it's gonna work.
And
And
maybe like
if we're a movie studio, I'm saying no.
and maybe involve a group of kids
How much money you want to make?
and pull
How much money do you want to make this?
pull
movie?
on a Stranger Things string where it's a group of kids
Oh.
that are going through something
Oh, see now
that takes place in the 70s.
now you've opened up my mind here.
See what I'm saying?
A group
maybe
of
like
kids.
yeah, like a group of 13 or to 15-year-olds
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm feeling it now.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it.
it's the
What do you think?
70s. It's
That's
got
so
that. It's got
cool.
that like Guardians of the Galaxy like music soundtrack,
Okay.
colorful feel.
It's the grandsons.
I think it should pick up.
No,
where
it's a
they
remake.
think they killed
Oh.
Jaws, and then they see little eggs. There's baby Jaws, and then they get big, huge.
No, the
They're-
big reveal is that at the end it's connected to Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving on. I don't even want to know your answer. All right, hackers.
Jesus.
Remake. Remake.
Revoke. Why
Re-
would you ever touch that
Remake.
masterpiece?
I think actually that movie could translate to now just because of this technology.
Reboot.
Technology now would
Yeah.
actually be better for the movie than.
Reboot, no, because there's no fucking point.
Yeah,
you
you're
just
connected.
completely remake it. But the
Yeah.
issue with that though too is that even though technology has advanced, there's no real like hacker culture. Back then, the hacker culture was a little bit more like alternative, and with the roller skates and like so. With the culture, it went more hand in hand. Whereas like right now, if you were
Hacker now is like
a raver,
like, the attacks on like Microsoft or like Sony,
yeah,
or like the
yeah.
North Korea attack over
Right.
whatever that movie was.
Yeah,
the
so
interview.
it would definitely be if you were to do a remake, it would almost be like when they remade oh my god, what the hell's the name of it? It's with Keanu Reeves, Point Break.
Oh god,
Where
yeah.
it was like a nowadays Point Break, where they still had the basis to it, but they tweaked everything to accommodate today.
Yeah.
Like that's what it would have to be.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know.
What if
though.
they remade it and it's literally in the 90s again?
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Like I'm interested to see more movies like that with Wonder Woman, like 1985. Like that looks like it's really cool. Like Stranger Things when it did it years ago, like and it did really well.
remake, but it's the year 2000. It's the Y2K.
Oh, a hackers movie during the Y2K.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
They'll
I think now we're making a
They'll
movie.
use the Y2K scare as a cover for what they're about to fucking get away with.
And Angelina Jolie can be in it.
Oh,
She
yeah,
could be the
yeah.
older hacker.
Yeah, she
They
can
go to
be.
her
And
for answers.
and they're 16-year-old kids.
Oh my
Angelina Jolie's the
God.
mom.
Tom's pitch for
Yeah.
everything is Stranger Things.
Angelina Jolie's the hot mom. She comes
Yeah.
in with bagel bites while they're hacking like the Pentagon.
Yeah,
And she has no
Why
idea
can I
what they're
not
doing.
picture Angelina Jolie walking in a room with bagel bites?
And she's like,
she's
she
just not that type of actress.
She thinks they're playing video games.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Here, you want some bagel bites?" And they're literally hacking the Pentagon
Yeah.
in the living room. That's
All right,
the
so we're all
scene.
saying remake, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, in my case, it's a reboot because Angelina Jolie's in it.
Oh my god, fine, you can have your reboot.
Yes.
All right. Even I wrote it down, even though I know it's still currently ongoing. But
Rocky.
Yes.
I knew you were gonna say.
Is
it.
there? Because I said hacker, so you probably thought it would.
Yeah. I knew
Is
it was
there a
next.
world that you could see where a different
Yeah, but in my
person
mind,
plays
I
Rocky?
think if you were gonna remake it, you have to make it current. So it's a UFC thing. Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I always.
Yeah, but boxing right now is in a little bit of resurgence. That
Oh, make
Deontay
it a
Wilder
boxing-
Tyson Fury shit it was a huge pay per view.
Yeah.
It did great numbers, and
Underdog
boxing right now is at a
boxer.
pretty high peak for where it's been for the last. When it's not just the little guys like Floyd Mayweather, like that type of shit, like big heavyweight boxing. It's back a little bit right now. At least in the mainstream, you know.
I mean, I would say it can't be
I don't know if
rebooted.
the
'Cause
story
it
would
already
even
has been
make
kind
any
of
sense,
rebooted.
dude. He
What
fights
is-
the fucking champ. This would be like if a kid from Philly that we've never heard of gets the opportunity to fight Deontay Wilder. It's not going to happen. That's what that movie is.
Yeah, but like if you, I don't know. I think Revoke just because like, it's like what are you gonna have another character called the Italian Stallion?
Yeah,
It's like I don't think it'd
Revoke,
work
dude, Revoke.
Mm.
Revolt.
because it's like
There's too much to it.
yeah,
It's
it's
already
like
been out.
it's also it's like the character's name's Rocky, and then like that's tied to him being an Italian Stallion. You'd have to like do it all over again. It's like another Italian looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or you do a remake with an Irish kid,
Tom Holland.
Oh,
and everything is just 100%
cast Tom
ripped
Holland.
from it.
instead of Rocky, it's called Ralphie.
Yeah. And instead of hitting the things of meat, he's hitting sacks of potatoes.
I like where you're going with this. It's not this
No,
movie.
it's not
though.
sacks of potatoes. It's a giant
Potato, just a
Yeah.
massive one.
Giant potato.
And they're all hanging on the thing like meat going
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the factory. And you're breaking the sprouts.
He's in a French fry factory.
French fry bag. He's punching bags of fries,
Yeah.
frozen fries.
Because Paulie's like, you're breaking the ribs. He's like, you're breaking the fries. It's like a fat, greasy Paulie. Well, Paulie's already fat, greasy.
All right, here we go. Breaking away. I can't even say what I like. Breaking away. What do you think? We just
Remake.
watched it not that long ago. What do you think?
Reboot would be weird.
You can't connect it.
The reboot is actually a kid that just stalked them from the woods and just would watch them hang out.
No, it's a
Yeah.
kid. No, a reboot, but it's about a kid who gets obsessed with cycling,
There you go, cycling. Yes.
because of he finds out about the stuff that happened back in the
Oh.
day. Like he forgets the old news clippings.
Yeah, I'm
and
saying
stuff.
reboot. I want it connected.
Oh my
And the
god.
kid like finds the news articles about it, and then like maybe even finds like the old bike.
Yeah.
Oh, the old rusty.
and he's going to
bike.
that college.
Mhm.
In
I think that Bill
Wisconsin?
Paxton should come back, and they're going to do a charity race for a really bad twister that came through their town,
Yeah, Twister breaking away
Yeah.
connection.
crossover.
combining it all.
Yeah,
Who would've
there's
thunk?
another option here.
What?
Crossover.
Oh yeah, we gotta put that in there. Crossover event.
Yeah, they should remake that. They're
I
gonna-
actually think that movie could. I know cycling is not really popular.
well, you got to get Big Cycle behind it. put
big cycle,
Put all their money
big cycle,
into
and big
it.
pharma.
Yeah, all the bike store owners are going to get together.
Yeah,
big
yeah.
tobacco, and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the bigs.
Yeah,
You got to put in a story about how like one of the guys is juicing.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
jeweling.
Yeah, one's really small and has bad acne. Oh, wait, no, that was in the first one.
Oh,
I
that's
actually do
steroid.
think that. No joking aside, I actually think that story could actually work nowadays.
I
be
could
kinda
see
cool.
them
It's
replacing
obscure enough.
cycling with something else.
Yeah,
more
that's the only
current.
thing. Is like I don't know if cycling translates to today, dude. It's not big at all.
No.
You know, people were fooled in the '70s to think that bikes was
maybe
cycling
instead of
was
them
cool.
cycling, it's a
What?
bunch of kids who play Madden Ultimate Team.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Our whole thing is to get into the weekend league.
The weekend league. All right,
Get first place in solo battles.
all right. So I'm saying reboot
I'm
I
saying
agree.
remake.
if it's possible.
I
I
say
think
reboot.
yeah, I think reboot. I think you could connect it by having like clippings of the race from the
Yeah,
70s.
yeah,
I
yeah.
say just remake the whole fucking thing.
Okay, so you're saying remake. I say remaster it in 4K.
I want to see that little creepy little gnome midget child actor.
Yeah, Jackie Earle Haley.
Yeah, yeah.
Rorschach. That's Rorschach.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Breakfast Club.
I feel like I thought maybe not. For some reason, that fact of that being remade sounded kind of familiar.
Seems like something.
It's on all
they'd
the
wanna
lists. When you
remake.
Google like movies to be remade or whatever, Breakfast Club's on all of them.
Seems like they're something they'd want to remake.
Yeah.
We put in like a
Who's
black
like-
kid.
that's
and
like another
and
Untouchable.
gay. You could have put in a black and a gay and an Asian. I'm telling you.
Yeah. A transitioning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Trains,
for-
dude,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And the head case, the basket case would be the tranny.
And
Transition.
it's,
Oh, God.
that's actually not a remake. It's a reboot. They're all the grandkids of the.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all saying reboot.
Yeah, and while they're there, they're going through books and they find a photo of all their parents.
Oh yeah, that they took that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, a selfie
And
somehow.
then at the end of the day, when they're dropping them off, and then when they're picking them up, they end up seeing each other.
they all see each other.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, this
Yeah.
movie's so woke.
It's already written.
It is. It is.
I expect that to be remade. I don't know
You
if
think
I'd
so?
agree with it. It's such a great movie. Like I would be happy with them not doing anything.
You really
with
don't
it,
need
but-
to because
Yeah, I'm saying revoke because I just don't want it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I think a
don't-
remaster could. I mean, remaster.
Remaster.
In 8K.
crossover.
Yeah, how about a
A
crossover? event?
remastered crossover.
Yeah, pretty in pink, 16 candles, and Breakfast Club.
Yes. And a little bit of a Joe Dirt.
Yeah, we need a little weird science.
Oh, Stranger Things?
I like weird science. That was a good one. No, I think a remake could happen in our lifetime, but I'm saying revoke.
Yeah, Revoke.
Yeah.
Clueless.
Revoke.
Yeah, I say revoke. That movie's such a time and place thing. The '90s. It's.
Yeah.
Even though I think they had a TV show,
Well, isn't it like 13 Reasons
but it also
Why?
took place right after. What?
13 Reasons Why is basically Clueless.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they say as if?
No.
No,
She just,
that's not
you know,
Clueless.
It's the same thing.
As if.
Paul Rudd never ages.
Is Paul Rudd in that show?
Yeah, he is in 13 Reasons Why.
Is he?
Yeah.
No. Gremlins?
Remake.
I say remake.
Reboot.
Really? You want to connect?
It's
Clip-
just about the
there's news
spider
clippings.
The spider gremlin?
gremlin. Yeah, the one that was the second Gremlins, or the one that has
What,
like,
the office
spider
building?
legs. Yeah.
Okay.
And they burn it. They use like fire or whatever.
I've seen that movie. I just can't.
Reboot.
I can't picture it.
Reboot. When did that movie take place? It was like the 70s, right?
No, I think it was early 80s.
80s?
Yeah.
Reboot. 90s. 16-year-old kids.
Oh my god, dude.
No, yeah, no, better yet, it's a reboot of the. Was it an Asian guy who owned the pet
Yes.
shop
Yes.
of his son,
Oh!
who is now running,
Ding, 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 ding.
and his young 15-year-old son and his friends like to hang out in the shop.
Is he eating bat soup?
Yeah, this is Wuhan.
All right, so we're all
This little
saying...
creature came from Wuhan.
I think a reboot could work though.
No, it's a reboot, but they eat it and they get a virus from it.
It's a reboot remaster in 8K.
Oh.
How about that?
3D.
All right, so I'm saying I think reboot could work actually. I agree with you guys.
Oh,
Reboot?
well,
Reboot?
Let's do it. Let's
I
get the
agree
money
with
together.
with the kids in the 90s.
No, I should. All right, Con Air.
Revoke.
What? Chase, Con Air?
Remake.
Yeah, you're not gonna connect it. So
News clippings.
I think rebooting is.
No, I think a reboot would be good. It could be Nicolas
Actually, yeah, 'cause
Cage's.
I think the only
daughter.
character that should carry over is fucking Steve Buscemi.
yeah.
Everybody else can be brand new, like hot of the moment. Because obviously you'd have to get like the Nicolas Cage of the time, which I don't know who it is.
Wait, it's a remake?
No, reboot.
It's a reboot?
Yeah.
So it's him on a plane again, but
Yes,
he's already
Steve
been in that
Buscemi's-
situation?
Yes, Steve Buscemi is the
He's
only.
already been in that
Yes,
situation?
but he's so weird in the movie that he's the only one who could translate. Everybody else would be like Nick Cage would be like, "Oh, I'm here again."
Yeah.
It's got to be right. It's got to start
Steve
by
Buscemi's
showing
character
the other
wouldn't even
inmates,
bring it
you
up.
know, and like the
Yeah,
other inmates are chit chatting, whatever,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, where are we going?" Blah blah blah, and then Steve Buscemi chimes in. He's like,
Yeah.
"I've done this trip 17 times."
You know what's weird
Like,
about
who's that?
this song is that Leonard Skinner, they all died on a plane crash. Isn't that ironic? Remember that scene?
And then they show him 25 minutes in. You hear his voice. He's like, "Wait, is that Steve Buscemi?" And then it is.
Yeah. He's wearing that Hannibal Lecter mask.
Yeah.
Revoke.
Really? Still revoke?
Mhm.
You know, we're not selling you on a reboot?
No.
No. Even
Yeah.
with like the hottest actors of today, like Chris Pratt and maybe Tom Holland.
No.
What about Tom Holland as like a little
See, I
tatted
feel
up
like-
guy? He's
I
like,
feel like if they
"Ah."
did a remake and cast it and like really did a good job,
Yeah.
it would be embarrassing because it'd probably be better than the original comic.
Oh, God.
So it'd be like a really awkward feeling because it'd be like, wait a second, they did actually made it.
That's one of the best 90s action movies. Okay?
Yeah, just leave it there.
Yeah,
Fine.
I wouldn't do anything.
Revoke,
with it.
dude.
All right, let's move on to games.
All right, so what's the next game?
All right, Splinter Cell. Because obviously they don't seem any interest in Splinter Cell. What would you do with it?
Oh my god!
Would you remaster one of the games?
I mean, I'd take anything. They want to
Would you remake
remaster it.
one, or would you reboot it?
Reboot.
Reboot it.
Reboot it?
You don't have to remake it because they've created a very successful.
Because
franchise.
remakes right now with those Resident Evil games, they've actually kind of changed the game a little bit, and that Final Fantasy one that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a remake can be like a full blown new game, basically. You know, like they could theoretically take like an older Splinter Cell and just remake it.
It'd be
You know,
open
that
world.
It's becoming a thing.
Yeah, it'd be open world.
I don't think Splinter Cell is gonna, dude. That's where they fucked up Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to make everything open world. You can make a linear game that's awesome stealth with fucking.
You could make an open world, but they just the Ghost Recon felt so like cookie cutter. The first thing I ever remember from the first one came out, and I remember like aiming down sights and like having a few enemies shoot at me, and their muzzle flash was identical. Like it was the same animation. And I just remember being like, it's so like, I don't know, it's not.
I don't like Ubisoft games. I mean, they've gotten better with Assassin's Creed, but I just don't want. Why do I need fucking what's his name? Why am I blanking? The guy from Splinter Cell. What's his fucking name? Ethan Hunt?
Sam
Fisher.
Yeah.
Sam Fisher. Why do I need Sam Fisher driving in a Jeep around a fucking open world?
Yeah, no,
you don't.
No.
I'm okay with like a little hub world where you drop in. You're like, it's night vision. It's like bigger.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be open world, does it?
No.
No.
I mean, unless it was like a Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid 5. That was okay because it felt open world, but it actually was just like it
was still pretty
big
linear.
map that like you went on missions.
Yeah, it was basically you more or less had linear paths to go, and there was just a lot more surrounding you.
I'm okay with that. I just don't.
I mean, I guess I'm trying to think. A remake, I have a hard time like seeing it as a remake. I just see them as a rebooting and starting at a certain point.
Yeah, like, do they start fresh with like Sam Fisher again, or like I said, like remakes are becoming more popular? Remasters off the table. I don't really want like a 4K version of an old game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I want a Splinter Cell so bad.
I know.
It'd be so sweet.
I'll take it, dude. At this point, if it's cheaper for them to get one out faster, I'll take a fucking remake of whatever. Pick one. I don't know. As long as it has multiplayer. I want that Spies vs. Mercs.
I know. I want like a successful game.
I want them to do it right.
What was it? Was that Black? No, it wasn't Black. Was it Blacklist?
Yeah, the last one was Blacklist.
That was the one that like it was fun at first, and then you had the people that like rank. Remember we played Alfredo.
Yeah, it was just unbalanced.
Yeah, it was unbalanced. But when you got to a certain point, you got all this unbelievable gear that like anyone below you who didn't have it, you
could just tell like they just shoved every cool gadget in the game without any balancing.
Yeah,
without any awareness of like how these players are going to abuse these mines. Remember the mines?
Oh my god!
As like a merc, you're running and you as a spy.
Yeah,
you running and just get blown up from a fucking mine that you can't even see.
Yeah, no, it was. And then even like Spy vs. Spy, it was tough because they had all sorts of crazy gadgets.
But I'm gonna say, I don't know. That's a tough one. Because what?
Reboot.
Yeah, I'll say reboot. Give me a fresh new game with Sam Fisher again. Let's go, baby.
Could be his daughter that he's always trying to fucking save. She finally.
Well, that's only in the fucking newer ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, the originals were him just like
on missions.
Yeah, just on missions. Yeah,
the agency he works for. Tony Hawk.
Just let it
Remake.
go.
Let it go. Revoke.
Yeah,
Remake.
Remake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. After
Old
I played
game,
Skate,
new mechanics.
Huh?
Yeah, unless they change the
Have
mechanics.
you seen that
but
game?
I'm not into it.
I sent you a thing about that game.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it on the
Instagram.
Way, yeah,
there wasn't much. There's already tons of footage
it's
of that
just,
game.
For me,
it's coming to Xbox this summer.
Yeah,
what is it?
Sessions.
Really?
Right, that's what it's called. Sessions?
Yeah,
it's like Skate.
It's Skate. It's basically a Skate forward.
Oh, that's actually cool.
But it's made by like it's it's like it's in like Steam Preview or somewhere. It's like one of those games made by like a small company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know how good it is, but it is coming to Xbox in the summer.
When Skate came out, I remember thinking like, oh my god, I played so much Tony Hawk and I loved it, but I'll never go back to like a button.
Yeah, arcadey, grinding infinitely.
It's not as satisfying as to hit triangle on your PlayStation.
No, remake the original Tony Hawk with the Skate mechanics.
Oh.
But it's the old maps. And it's
That'd
the
be
old
sick.
Tony Hawk.
The mechanics is the only thing that would have me hung up. Yeah, so if they went to the stick thing and made it more like...
I just think you'd have to reboot it to do that. Remaking it would if you say it's a remake, but then you change all the controls, that's not a remake.
Even if it's the same levels? And the same...
But then that's
the game. It's
now you're blowing my mind. That's a weird remake.
Yeah,
they're kind of selling people on a product.
They don't revamp controls when they remade Resident Evil?
They did, but I think grinding. I think if you change the way people grind and the arcadiness of it is Tony Hawk. That's the soul of those games.
No, the
Plus
soul of the game is
button
the warehouse and the
combination.
soundtrack.
Yeah, but it's also-
and the
yeah,
fact that you're
the
Tony
button-
Hawk.
But why it works so well is because of how arcadey it was.
Yeah.
With the Benihanas and the fucking doing the crazy 900 and
Yeah, the backflips. There's also the specialty moves that were a combo, a button combo.
Yeah.
You can still do that shit.
I don't know. Skate was realism. You know, that's what I think of when I think of skate.
People can do backflips and skateboards on a vert ramp.
I
That's
know
a real
that.
thing.
But also, yeah, but you're not. Yeah, but dude, you're fucking in Tony Hawk. You're grinding rails up in a fucking warehouse up in the fucking inner.
Yeah, that's true.
You lose the soul of Tony
Let's not
Hawk.
forget some of the levels that you grind tree branches.
Yes, or fucking wires, street wires.
Yeah, but you got so then it's it's not a remake. No, it is a remake. Yeah, you remake it.
I'm okay with it if you want to add an option to have the right stick be some controls here.
Yeah, like
But I think
a different script.
The essence of Tony Hawk is an arcade game.
No, I don't want to play.
Okay, then Revoke. I'm saying Revoke. I think the franchise is dead. I'm okay with the Skate 4 or that game Sessions. I just
I
don't.
I think
the
it'd be
only
cool
way-
to have a skate style game with the Tony Hawk skin. That would be fucking dope.
I feel like what's probably more likely is
then Reboot.
a skate game to
So
come
it's
out.
reboot.
Yes, that's Reboot.
Okay, then reboot.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm
I could
saying.
see
I'm
that,
okay with the
like,
reboot.
a game coming out and somehow getting the rights to have put in old Tony Hawk levels.
Yeah, I want like professional skate. The only thing is we don't know many. Who knows skateboarders anymore?
Yeah.
Nigel Houston.
Yeah, that's about
That's
it.
the only one I know. Or a Scheckler. He's
No, he doesn't skateboard anymore.
He doesn't?
Scooters.
Scooters. He rents his scooters. No, I follow him on Instagram. He still skateboards. He's tatted to the nines now.
Yeah.
You seen him lately?
No.
His whole body's tatted.
Yeah.
Whole body.
He's
It's
only-
nobody.
Yeah, legs and everything.
I
It's
know,
crazy.
it's weird that he turned 19 last year.
No, he's older now. It's like fucking 50.
Fucking
Mass Effect.
I think they should just get rid of it. Like,
What?
to erase
Remake.
everything from the
My
history.
God.
God remake.
Well, of the first game, it's
The first three.
some people want a remaster because there is no remaster.
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Some,
well,
I mean, I would take a remake. I would take a trilogy remake where they almost like what they're doing with Final Fantasy. Like, I want the same stories, but I want it like obviously some better controls. You know, I'm okay with the
Yeah, I don't
story
think
being
you
the
can
same.
reboot. I feel like a remake would probably be better.
Well, supposedly they're saying it's not. I think a reboot is incoming. I just don't know when because they're wasting
Unless-
their time on Dragon Age right now. So.
Unless you would call it a reboot and it would just be in the same like universe and then just follow different people.
Oh, and he's got like old news clippings.
Yeah. Or it could
16-year-old kids.
It could
the
be
90s.
or maybe when you boot
90s
up,
space travel.
it finds your old save file. So whoever you were, you're his kid, and then you're the kid.
Yeah,
and
those
your other
those kids'
16-year-old
files are on
friends,
360, and that shit's gone, dude.
He'll find it.
You'll find it.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
It's in
you
the
played
cloud.
it.
It's in the cloud, dude. That shit exists.
I'm saying
That makes-
reboot just because I think that's the closest possibility. EA has shown. Well, we're the
Yeah, but
publisher.
this isn't what's the closest.
I know it's true. We're also
possibility.
the
What
publisher,
do
not
you
EA,
want?
right now.
I feel like if they do reboot it, they're gonna add some Destiny type stuff to it where you team up.
That's basically the one that came out.
Yeah.
They tried that. It was not good.
It's gonna happen.
I'm still gonna say reboot. I want some new stories. As much as I would love a remake, and it'd be fun to play all that again.
A remake could hold me over,
Yeah,
but a
True.
reboot is the true.
a remaster is the quickest.
Mm.
Remakes the next step up, and then a reboot is obviously the hardest.
That's
If
where
you think about,
the
like,
ultimate
timeline.
goal.
Mm.
So maybe just remaster it.
Remaster with an incoming reboot. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I
We
agree.
go with that?
You
I
get a
agree.
little cash flow.
Yeah. Get a little cash flow. You know, fill their
Get
pockets.
Get the series, relevant again.
All right, Dead Space.
Oh shit.
I always wanted to get into that game.
I know.
Deep, and
I never
reboot
beat them.
it.
I
Reboot.
played them, not 3, but I played 1 and 2. Never beat 'em.
Yeah, I feel like that game you could reboot it. I don't think it was ever left off on a bad point. You could just continue it.
Yeah, you could reboot it.
There'd be no reason to completely remake it.
I mean, the studio who made it has been shuttered, but I don't know who's gonna make it.
Us.
Oh yeah, us.
This is the game. You
I keep
created
mixing
it.
real world into the game. Yeah, I say reboot.
Yeah.
Oh, you could remake them.
They could make like a mode. It'd be really cool if they made a mode where like you almost load into a world and there's like a lot of you, like users, and then you have to be the last standing person in the
Battle
mode.
Royale. Dead
A
Space.
battle royale.
Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna say
Actually, maybe a remake is the better option because they just do the same story again, where you're
yeah.
just a guy on a
'Cause
ship.
I think it would translate to now. This is the horror game. I think you could just like Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
You could remake Dead Space 1. All right, I'm saying remake. I think it's the best option for us as a publisher.
I agree.
How about Bully from Rockstar Games?
I'd say just leave it.
Revoke. You don't think it works in this day and age?
No.
No, I think it's a little touchy
It's
subject.
an arcade game at best.
And you don't want to give real bullies a chance to bully when they go home from bullying.
That is one of their coolest games, though. Did you ever play Bully?
No.
You play Bully?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's one of their coolest games ever made. Going to class.
Did
and
Rockstar
fucking...
make Thrasher?
No. I don't think so.
What game was that?
There were Thrasher games on PlayStation.
Yeah,
1.
it was like a skateboarding
I played
game.
them. Yeah, they were skateboard.
Wasn't
Hard-ass controls. They had the weirdest
Yeah,
controls.
no, it was hard. It was
Yeah,
a
it was
hard game. Maybe it wasn't Rockstar. I know they made some weird ass games that you would never think of in the beginning.
Smuggler's Run.
Oh yeah,
they made a lot of weird games back in the day. How about the ping pong game, Rockstar Table Tennis?
Oh yeah, that was a random ass fucking one.
That was just an engine demo.
Oh really?
Yeah, they just made out of their brand new engine for GTA 4 because GTA 4 wasn't out yet. They just made a ping pong game out of there.
So weird.
Like every game they made was basically just to get GTA, the driving from Midnight Club, the fucking shooting from Max Payne 3.
It's a smart way how to do it.
Yeah,
because in the event you're still making good, decent games to get to
all to get to
amazing
GTA
one.
5. Twisted Metal
I mean, remake. Just remake it.
Could you reboot it and change it up a little bit, or would you lose?
But what's the real difference between remaking it and rebooting it?
In that case, yeah,
In
it's
that
not like there's a
case.
story to follow.
I know.
Rebooting, I feel like
It's
rebooting is just
either
like
make a new one or
continuing
or
from
leave it
where
alone.
Sweet Tooth was at last. Who the fuck remembers that
No one
anyway?
does.
Yeah.
You could have told me that he was at, he.
But arena shooter, car shooters, is that dead?
That could be fun.
It could.
I
be
think
fun.
it could be fun.
I think it could be.
Customizing your own car.
And anything
Leveling
that can
up,
have the
unlocking new
potential for
things.
online play is huge.
Yeah.
That has like.
I'm gonna say
Have
reboot.
A
I don't
demolition race
I say
mode.
reboot just to get some new life into it, other than remaking that. Like, no one remembers.
People remember.
Actually, they do. Yeah,
You
but
put
they
that
also,
fucking ice cream truck on the front
yeah, but
of
they
that
had
game.
a Twisted Metal for PS3.
I can already see
Fuck
it now.
PS3.
There'll
Fuck
be
PS3.
there'll be limited events to try to get certain weapons, and then it's all monetization. You just spend money to get materials.
This is where we want to. Are we gonna piss off our fans?
That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Microtransactions.
That's what it would be. You could have like a demolition race mode, then you could just have a demolition derby.
Yeah, but what about like it
You
could be like Rocket League? You could Rocket League it up.
You could have a
bit.
Rocket
Yeah.
League mode, like a game modes.
Yeah, I'm saying you can inject some Rocket League into this, where you customize your cars and like there's skins, obviously like Sweet Tooth and shit.
Oh yeah, tons of skins.
But the game is based around online. You know,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's an online game.
Yes.
4v4 arena shooter game. All right, I'm saying reboot. I like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. But it's definitely we're definitely gonna Rocket League it up.
oh yeah.
Okay, we're taking Rocket League
And adding guns.
In terms of like the
online infrastructure of Rocket League,
yeah,
where it's not going to be like obviously like Twisted Metal. A lot of it was single player back in the day, obviously because the time and the place it was.
yeah.
Let's couch co-op. I'm talking. We take it and we just make it an online 4v4, 6v6, or whatever.
yeah, just like
or
Rocket
free
League.
for all.
Mhm.
But it's an online game,
It'd be
Yeah.
the
free to
Yeah.
play
Twisted
with
Metal version
microtransactions
of,
up the ass.
For Honor, basically.
Oh,
Turn based.
are you guys down with the free to play model?
Actually, I think they should remake it, and it'll be turn based.
okay.
So you have your cars, and you hit your button.
Okay.
button, yeah.
Yeah.
Bumper mash.
yeah.
Yeah. Psyops, the Mindgate conspiracy.
Control.
No, yeah, control. Actually, that's kind of his control.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Stuntman. Remember Stuntman? I was playing that like a couple months ago.
Yeah, we
right?
were. Yeah.
Yeah, recently.
Super hard.
It's very hard. You like Stuntman?
Yeah, it was such a good game.
Was it?
I've never played it,
Okay.
but I know
Moving
what
on.
you're talking about.
Driver. Remember that PlayStation game?
I
Driver.
played a shitload of that game.
Yeah.
I actually did play a lot.
Yeah. I think there's room for a Driver, another GTA style game. Because actually, the more you think of, there aren't like Saints Row at a time tried to be the next.
I think
GTA.
people just got scared. They're scared to take
It's a
on
hard thing to
GTA.
compete with. But if we have infinite money
Yeah.
with our fake publishing company, Maybe we can get Kurt Schilling to get involved.
Let's involve the state of Rhode Island.
Yeah. Let's get $90 million from the government.
That would be really cool if they had I think it'd be even cooler too if they expanded on that and like made almost like a Payday type game where you could be a driver or be like an actual heist guy, and then it could be cooperative where like
Payday. That's a good one for this.
Yeah. Okay.
Payday's a good one for this.
I would say remake Payday. Just in the sense of what I was just saying, they could just like go back and make it where there was
Payday,
like
but
more
bigger.
options. You could be a driver, you could be whatever.
Yeah, different types of heists.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Payday's still an ongoing franchise.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick dead franchises here.
Well, it's pretty dead.
You said Rocky.
I mean, let's be honest.
We did Rocky.
Huh?
We did Rocky.
Yeah, but I wrote it down, but before
Asterisk.
I did say it's still ongoing. I said but I was talking more just the movie Rocky. Yes, he's still
Twisted
going,
Metal's still going. There's still people playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
okay. On PS3.
Probably one guy playing it right
Servers
now.
are probably turned off.
Yeah, you can still play local.
Syphon Filter.
Oh my god, that was a great game.
That's a full-blown reboot. Let's get it going right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Syphon Filter?
Mm-hmm.
It was like the Splinter Cell of the PlayStation era.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Third-person shooter, but it was like kind of stealthy with night vision.
And like crazy like weapons.
They made like
and
3 of them.
stuff. The crossbow.
Yeah, it was a franchise that just died. It was huge on PlayStation 1, almost like those medieval games where they got the skeleton guy. It was like a big franchise, but then they just abandoned it.
Yeah, and like it had like a intense story, but, like as well too. Like it was like it was a
It kind of was
game.
like the Splinter Cell at the time.
Yeah, no, it was.
Maybe Splinter Cell killed that franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, but I'm saying reboot. Let's get it going right now.
Siphon Filter, that was a great game.
SSX.
Just fucking forget about it.
Hell yeah.
Tricky?
It's tricky.
You're saying no?
It's
I want to counter with Snowboard Kids from Nintendo 64.
Oh my god.
That game was awesome, dude.
What?
That game. SSX.
Snowboard Kids?
No, SSX.
Oh. How about Cool Borders? The PlayStation game.
Oh,
cool
I
Borders?
played that a lot because that was more
There was
realistic.
like 3 of them. Yeah, I played. Oh my god, I played Cool Borders a
Yeah,
lot.
because SSX was obviously like the arcadey.
Mhm.
I didn't play a lot of it.
How about 1080? It's 1064.
Oh
No,
my god.
SSX.
No, SSX was
tricky.
the best. It was the best arcade snowboarding game.
Yeah.
by far.
SSX. Tricky.
Yeah, I think you could do. I think it's a risky endeavor. I think because any action sport is a risky endeavor
Yeah.
because they're not as popular as they once were.
No.
So it's a risky for us to invest millions of dollars.
Like steep.
Steve tried it and it failed. I mean, it didn't fail. They did do like
Remember we played
expansion and
steep
stuff.
for like 15 minutes at one time. It was so fun.
Oh yeah, find the line.
I was you're in that jumpsuit and
Yeah,
you're trying
yeah.
to run up the hill, and then I went to go jump, and I thought he was gonna like take off, and he belly flopped
Yeah,
into
but that
the
game
snow.
it mixed like gliding with the wingsuit,
Yeah.
mixed with snowboarding and skiing, and parachuting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Who came up with this game?
It was almost like, all right, we're gonna do snowboarding, all right, skiing, all right,
Oh.
skydiving or
Oh.
gliding or whatever, like, and parachuting. It's like,
Fucking weird.
it's got real.
All right,
real-
final one, Medal of Honor. What do you think? I don't think there's any room
Revoke.
for another. Yeah, I think Revoke.
I got
It's
one
too
last one.
competitive.
LA
Dead.
Sports.
What is it?
LA Sports.
LA Sports.
Oh, you never played LA Sports for Sega?
No, what are you talking about?
Look it up.
That's a game?
It sounds kind of
LA
familiar.
Sports. It was like a game where you could. It was like Wii Sports where you could like choose all the different sports which one you wanted to
Was
play.
that on a pad?
No, it was on Sega.
Oh.
And-
There was
and-
that on Nintendo.
And there was like they had one that was like skateboarding and it was like cool tricks, and then they had one that was hacky sack,
oh Jesus!
and you had to you played hacky sack, dude, and try to get
That's
a high
pretty
score.
sweet.
They had surfing and
I could do a hacky
Surfing.
sack.
oh yeah, dude. LA
I
Sports.
remember when obviously Tony Hawk, and then they made Matt Hoffman,
Mhm.
and then they made Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer.
Yeah. They.
And
thought
I
they were
I'd
onto
rented it
something.
from Blockbuster. It was fucking whack. And so was Matt Hoffman. They just didn't have.
No.
They felt a little bit low budget compared to Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
He's like
wasn't the same.
at the time, Dave Mira was
That was good.
his game was
Yeah.
better than Matt
Yeah,
Hoffman
yeah.
game was.
Dave
better.
Mirra was probably one of the first games back in the day that I can really remember. Like I called the GameStop in Providence and like had them hold the copy
Really?
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, because Dave Mirra 2, which was the better of the two.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
that was it. After that, the third one, which was supposed to be Dave Mirra 3,
Yeah.
but he pulled out when he found out what game they were making, was BMX Triple X. Did you ever play this?
Mm-mm.
It was technically supposed to be the third game, and it's like naughty. Like,
Oh, really?
there's like boobs in it, and like
Oh shit!
there's like pooping and like
Dylan
weird
used to
shit.
play that. We used
Yeah,
to play
yeah.
it over at like Dylan Wolk's house
Did
and
he?
shit. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like over. Yeah, it was like
It was
over
supposed
the
to be
top.
Dave Mirra 3, but he when he found out what the fuck they were doing, I think he pulled his name off it or something. I think that's how the story goes.
'Cause I remember going to like a strip
And then he
club or
killed
going
himself.
into a bar.
What?
It was like there was like a strip club or a bar that you could go into.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's so weird he's dead. It's so weird all these fucking people who have serious head trauma kill themselves.
They should remake that game, like Dave Mirra or Matt Hoffman, and put all those guys in it.
Yeah, put him
Dave
back in it.
Mirra, my uncle, do all that shit. That'd be cool.
You could
Sounds a little
remaster it.
morbid.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I just think any action game, even biking's probably worse than skateboarding now. I don't know a single fucking biker.
Yeah, but as a video game, it'd still be cool to do
Yeah.
BMX on a video game. That'd be
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Dude, one of my favorite games that it never took off fully mainstream, but like if you ask people who played it, they loved it. It was Downhill Domination. Did you ever play this game?
I think so.
It was like, say It was actually more like SSX than it was like a Matt Hoffman. But it was like instead of snowboarding, it was just downhill biking. But it was crazy with jumps and like, the game was fucking amazing, dude. Oh, so good.
They should make.
It's just
they
like
should
SSX.
just make an like an action sports game where you can choose. You
Yeah.
want to do skateboard or you want to do BMX.
I remember having this exact conversation.
Oh, yeah.
10 years ago, 20 years ago. I've had this.
or
every
what else?
decade we have
Skates,
this- What?
rollerblading.
Yeah.
Yes. I swear we've had this
No, we've
conversation.
had it. We said it'd be,
We have.
it'd be amazing if it was like Jimmy's game of life. Like, oh, they should make a game where you can just do whatever you want.
That's why he was obsessed with GTA.
Yeah.
He should get Second Life.
Yeah.
He should. I can see
Like,
him.
I
I
remember
can
we
see him
No, but
selling
seriously, they
stickers.
should do an action sports game
We've been saying that it's never happening.
I know.
and call it like the X Games. And the whole goal,
That game existed.
the whole goal is
That game actually existed. There's
The whole-
an X Games game with all three.
the whole goal is to get into the X Games. It's
Yeah.
like it's like
Oh, the gravity
Underground.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
that? What was that game?
What?
Underground. The skateboard game.
Games? Oh, Thug?
Thug Life. Underground.
No, Tony Hawk Underground.
Tony Hawk
Yeah,
Underground.
Thug.
Thug.
Yeah, there's Thug 1 and Thug 2.
And you start off.
That's
You
real.
create a guy.
Yes.
Right,
That
yeah.
game had the out of all the Tony Hawks, it had the best single player.
Mhm.
Because it was like you made a guy,
Mhm.
then you like open world, and like Bam Margera was there.
And you do that. Remember, you do that competition like at the
Yes.
fucking skate park down the street,
Uh-huh.
and you qualify, and then you go
Yes.
pro,
Yep.
and then fucking. They should make a game like that, but the goal is to get into the X Games, and you can choose. You get to create your guy, but you also get to choose whether you want to do BMX or you want to do
Razor scooter.
Razor scooter,
Yeah.
or whether you want to do.
Ironically, out of some of the extreme sports, I see more scooter shit.
I see
dirt
scooter
bike.
shit too on my Instagram.
Yeah.
popping
They
up.
should do a dirt bike game. That'd be cool.
Kids are doing with scooters. There's a dirt bike game.
What is it?
Well, it's more like racing. It just came out actually. I see the ads for it for some reason.
No, I want a dirt bike trick game.
Oh.
I just want a game that you work on a dirt bike, but you never actually ride it. You're just the
It's
guy
called
in the
Madden
shop.
Ultimate Team. You
There
work
was
on
a
a
good-
team,
yeah.
you never actually use
There
it.
actually
Yeah.
was a good dirt bike game made by the same people who made SSX Tricky. EA Big. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a dirt biking game.
EA. Boom.
EA Big dirt bike game.
Dirt.
They're not around anymore, right?
EA
They-
Big Dirt.
They made like NFL Street and like all
Oh,
those cool
yeah.
games. Oh, yeah, it was called Freestyle. Do you remember this game?
Yes.
Yes. Did you ever play that on PS2?
No.
It was
but
it was just like
familiar.
SSX, obviously, but it was dirt biking. Fucking
Hell yeah.
awesome, dude. Awesome game.
That's
Oh,
fun.
yeah. NFL Street.
NFL Street would be so sick
Or
nowadays.
there was
Fucking
also
remake.
FIFA Street too.
Yeah, they had FIFA Street. Like, why did they abandon all these games? EA like doesn't make any games. They make like 5 games a year.
I know.
They used to make 1 billion games.
Yeah, but no, they make 5 games every year.
That's true. Yeah, but they did that anyways back then. But they also had tons of other games.
Yeah,
They're
what they-
more focused on it.
What
now.
it basically is just
The-
updating
the-
rosters and adding like 2 new features.
In microtrans, it's like they're
the
a
Ultimate Team
microtransaction
season
business.
is where they put all their fucking.
Yeah. All right. let's get into the news. We're running a little late here. All right, Jurassic World 3. The title has been released. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh.
And I think actually a lot of the cast is coming back for this one.
I'd revoke it.
Yeah, the original cast is actually joining the new cast.
Oh, that's
Really?
cool.
Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, and Laura Dern are all coming back.
Are they pretending at all that the other stuff didn't? Any of these other ones?
Oh
didn't
no,
happen?
it's all in the same world, baby.
It's all canon.
Better get used to it. Oh, this is actually big news over the week. Steven Spielberg has backed down as the director of Indiana Jones 5.
Really?
And James Mangold, the director of Logan and Ford versus Ferrari and not Walk Hard, Dewey Cox Story. What's Walk the Line.
The real one?
Yeah, the real one. He might be, I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but I think he was in talks to possibly step in, take over the duties. Like, do we even need this movie?
No.
How fucking old
think
is Harrison Ford? He's gonna be fucking...
They left a really bad taste with the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, that movie is like, it's like a hard
That's how
6.
sick of Star Wars is. I'm surprised he's not more sick of
No,
fucking
he
Indiana
loves
Jones.
Indiana Jones. It's the opposite. He
Why?
hates Star Wars. I don't know. Because he just loves it.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Macaulay Culkin has been cast in the 10th season of American Horror Story.
I heard that.
That's actually kind of cool. I actually might check that out. I don't know. I think it comes. What does that come out next fall? Oh yeah, Destiny is removing all paid loot boxes. That was kind of cool. Good for them.
Why there's paid loot boxes?
Yeah, there has been for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't played in a while.
Oh well, Plague Inc. has been removed from sale in China.
Mm-hmm.
That game, Plague.
Really?
You ever played that game?
Yeah.
It's not for sale in China,
It used to
buddy.
be called Pandemic.
Oh yes.
Why'd they do that in China? What's going on over there?
Yeah, Tom, inform us. Not.
Have you heard what goes good with coronavirus? Lyme disease.
Oh Jesus! That you're dead. If you have Lyme disease and you get coronavirus,
Yeah.
No,
You're
you get
full-
it?
What?
Coronas with limes.
Good. You got
You
me.
didn't even get it. You were just going to make fun of it. What were you
Fact,
thinking? I was
yeah.
just saying one
you're
disease is
saying-
good with another.
Fact,
You know what goes
yeah.
good with coronavirus? AIDS. That's more Mike's type
Well,
of joke.
if you have AIDS, you're definitely dead.
That's
Just
more-
AIDS, your immune system's so weak, dude. All right, that new Mulan movie coming out. Yeah, actually looks pretty good.
Revoke.
There's no Mushu in them. There's no dragon companion.
I was wondering what they were, since it's live
Yeah,
action.
It's been confirmed. There isn't none.
Not even like a little dude?
No!
Nothing?
Revoke!
Like a little dude.
Like a
It's
little
like
dude.
a little midget?
Like a little midget. named
Like a little
Mushu.
midget?
Hey, Mulan!
Yeah. You need someone barking at her. I mean,
Mulan! My family comes from Wuhan.
so what are they going to do with the premiere? Do we know?
Oh yeah, that movie. I feel bad for that movie because what the fuck? That movie is definitely made to be, loved by Chinese audiences. Only the second biggest market in the world for movies.
Mm.
And it's what are they going to do? Those theaters are closed there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
We'll probably make it accessible by stream.
Suicide Squad
Act
has
like
wrapped
it never
filming.
happened.
What?
Act like it never happened.
Yeah. Slime virus with
Slime, yeah. So I said swine. I was chewing gum, so maybe you thought
I know.
Slime
Yeah.
virus.
Slime virus.
Remember that slime
flu.
virus the other year?
Yeah. I ate that slug. Remember that slug we saw on the outside of the house?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that like a year ago?
Imagine if we ate it.
Have you ever seen a slug like that?
What do
Like
you
a
mean?
full-blown fucking slug.
Yeah, well, what do you? Well, wait, I've seen slugs, so what's a full blown?
Dude, a full-blown one.
What, like all stretched
blown.
out?
Yes, like a big
Full-blown.
boy. A big
It was
slug.
after a heavy rain.
Oh,
and
it
was
a fucking
disgusting.
big, nasty slug on the
It
driveway.
was...
It was
I went
huge.
20... How old was I at the time? 28? I went 28 years without ever witnessing a slug. And then all of a sudden I buy a house. And fucking there's a slug.
Big
You never put
slug
salt on
slugging
slugs?
it down the fucking
No,
driveway.
doesn't it like boil them or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have... Why did we do that?
Huh?
When you put salt on slugs.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Why
Close
did
them
we
up.
not do that? We had
Why
the
would you
chance
do
to
that?
torture that
Leave
thing.
them alone. Let them go.
Where do slugs go?
In the ground.
In the ground.
Oh, really?
They're probably in your bed now.
Yeah, it's in your brain.
So what do you guys think? Suicide Squad. From the
Revoke.
director of
Oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Were they redoing it?
remake.
Sequel / reboot is coming out. It's technically a sequel, but they're getting all sorts of new characters, including.
I think it's fucking stupid. That's what I think.
Even from James Gunn.
I think it's fucking stupid. They just made that movie.
It sounds like they're probably
Well, it's
on
a
damage.
sequel,
They're obviously on
technically.
damage control because they know that it could be good and they just did a terrible job with it.
It's true. It could be a good movie. That's why they got James Gunn. You know.
Hopefully what they do is like within the first 10 minutes they make a little joke about how terrible the first one was.
I doubt they'll do that.
Well, they should. They should. I'll be Harley Quinn. She's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I don't know about those guys.
Forget about them. They're gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, Will Smith definitely is not back.
yeah. The Joker.
You guys, you're so like Roger Rabbit.
That's I don't know. I wasn't even doing a Harley Quinn. Yeah, don't forget those guys.
Don't forget.
Don't forget those guys.
You got it, dude.
You got it, dude.
You got it.
All right. Do you guys actually hear about this
did.
Rise of Skywalker book that's coming out? The novelization of the movie, and it
Which version?
confirmed that Palpatine was a clone in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, that's not the original Palpatine. It's a clone being. Since it has his life force into it, the body can't contain it. That's why he's attached to a machine. Let's keep him alive.
Really?
It was a clone.
It was a clone, and his life
confirmed.
force. His life force is in it.
Yeah, like Palpatine's life
Ghost
force,
yeah.
whatever was in that clone, but it's so it can't contain it, so it's being held together by a machine.
That would kind of make sense as to why they're on. Well, what's the name of that planet again?
Exegol,
Yeah, because that's like the home of the Sith. So
Yeah.
maybe that's where his
the machinery
energy
was.
goes or whatever
Yeah.
too.
And also like that's why when he absorbs them or starts absorbing their life force,
Mm-hmm.
he becomes like Palpatine again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I suspected he was a clone anyways. Like that was already a theory that we kind of like thought.
Yeah, because when they show him, he's by the tanks of all the other Snokes.
Yeah, and also he dies in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
so it
Yeah,
makes
how-
sense.
yeah.
I mean, some people are obviously this movie gets shit on constantly, so people are not happy about this all of a sudden revelation that he's a clone now.
I just don't. I mean, I just feel like the people that are always going to be bothered by it will be bothered by that, but that doesn't really. That's just like cool. I like that further explanation. I believe it. Doesn't change anything.
Yeah,
for me.
I mean,
I mean, it should have been in the movie.
It should have been the movie.
Yeah.
We can't. I love the movie. I love it.
But they didn't
Might be my
say that
favorite
he
of the
wasn't
three.
a clone. It's just they just never addressed that like he's a clone.
Yeah,
So I guess it's just
I
something.
will. You can't hide the fact that the movie did brush over some major stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they seemingly had no idea what the correct answers were at the time, but now all of a
It
sudden
seems like
it's
this book has all the answers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo might appear as the Hulk in the She-Hulk series, just in case you were wondering.
The She-Hulk.
Yeah, they're doing a She-Hulk Disney Plus series.
We don't need it.
I actually think it'd be kind of
Revoke.
cool. She's like a warrior by day, Hulk by night.
Wow, that sounds terrible.
So fucking stupid.
What?
That sounds
It's a comic book. That's a real thing.
That sounds
Sounds
terrible.
Like, Daredevil.
Did you guys hear about this guy, Luis Alfonso Mendoza, the Spanish dub voice of the iconic characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Dragon Ball's Gohan, was killed by a tenant of his who murdered him and his family, dude, and then
hell?
killed himself
What the
in
hell?
fucking Mexico City.
Wow.
Yeah, he killed his wife and his brother-in-law, and then killed himself
Jesus.
over, I don't know, some sort of
Over
dispute over something.
And this guy was the
Oh.
voice of Bugs
Hey,
Bunny.
man.
And he was the Spanish version of Bugs. Like,
My water's still leaking.
it's still in English.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, go on. I don't know what's a line from Dragon Ball. I don't know. Yeah, that.
Hey.
Yeah, hi.
a lot of
Wuhan. That's Chinese, not Japanese. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Such iconic characters. We're
Yeah,
talking about some
I
big
guess
hit.
the Mexican Bugs Bunny is an iconic character.
Yeah. I mean, Mexico's pretty big.
It's kind of some obscure news. Tragic that it happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Did you hear? The guy who does. Did you guy who does?
I just thought it's,
Yeah. The Iranian, the guy who does the Iranian Porky Pig, had a heart attack.
Yeah. Did you hear that the Turkish version of Jeff Probst killed himself live on TV?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Who do you think convinced him to do it?
Uncharted movie has actually found its director.
Tom Holland.
Director of Venom and Zombieland, Ruben Fleischer. And Antonio Banderas has signed on to the cast, joining Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. I can't believe this movie. I cannot
This
believe
movie's getting more and more wacky.
I cannot believe this movie exists.
It's just a second away from Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. If Samuel L. Jackson signs on, it's all over, dude.
I don't know what people think about Mark Wahlberg. Like they're like, yeah, it'd be great for this role, Mark Wahlberg.
I know. It's like, how does
the people love him?
Yeah,
They think
Oh,
we
I've
love
actually,
him.
it's funny. I actually have another fucking story
They
about
think
Mark
we
Wahlberg.
just can't get enough of him.
WandaVision
reality,
has
we're dumb.
wrapped filming, just in case you're wondering.
What?
Yep, WandaVision.
I think that was like a week ago when we announced that it was starting.
What division?
I think beginning of it. I think when we started last week rewind. I think
What is this? What'd you say?
WandaVision?
What the hell is that?
It's the Disney Plus Marvel show. It's with
With Wanda and Vision.
Wanda. And
Oh,
Vision.
I thought you were saying
Oh.
Wan Division.
Yeah, WandaVision.
That's the name of it?
WandaVision,
Wanda Vision.
but it's all one word. WandaVision.
That's fucking weird.
Like Technovision.
Here we go. Mark Wahlberg is starring in a movie from Antoine Fuqua, who I think did Training Day.
Ooh.
I think. The movie looks pretty interesting though. It's about do we really care? No, I actually read this article and I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like a cool movie.
No, I don't.
It actually kind of seems like a cool
You're
movie.
right, I
All
don't
right, it's
care.
called Infinite. It kind of sounded cool. If you want to look into it, I don't know who the fuck's the
Do we really care?
Yeah.
Do we really?
Is this whole thing even worth it? Just cancel the podcast.
I'm done.
Right then and
I pull my brains out for you guys.
holy shit!
Yeah.
Breaking news to all our viewers: the host of last week Rewind, Mike Van, has committed suicide.
James Lipton of Inside the Actors Studio died. You see that?
Really?
Yeah, I saw that. He's old.
In 93.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I loved when Will Ferrell did him on SNL.
Oh yeah.
Some of those skits were
forgot
so
about that.
fucking funny.
Star Trek. Some
stuff.
some news in the Star Trek world.
Star Trek news. And then
Yeah.
you go on to the next thing.
Simon Pegg says that there's definitely some doubt on the future of these movies, if they'll ever happen or not.
Really?
So I think there might be only 3.
I'm glad we know that now. They might make them, they might not. We'll just have to check back in.
It's pretty much right where it was. The air is the same.
Just in case you're wondering, it's still
Just
50-50.
checking in.
It's still
Just check-
50-50.
Just checking in with the Star Wars universe. I mean, Star Trek universe. Right where we left it. All right.
Hugh Jackman.
What is it? What's Hugh
It's
Jackman
the Logan.
now?
Logan came out 3 years ago today.
Wow.
That's not news.
It is.
That's not.
Trust me, it's news.
You know, 3 years ago
Well, it
today,
came
I
out
was
3
3 years younger.
I just watched the end of it, actually.
I've never seen
What?
Logan at the last part of it, like the end.
Oh, dude.
I feel like I watched a shitload of it.
He dies, right?
Or I watched it
Yeah.
in two different
I
sections.
forgot. I haven't seen it since the theater. So
Hey, he
I've
dies
seen
at the
parts.
end.
I
He's
haven't
like
seen...
getting all sick. He's getting sick from the antimanium, and it's like he's not allowed. He's like not healing anymore and shit.
Oh, and also, last news: the Tamagotchis are available in Call of Duty now. Just in case you're
Oh, I
wondering.
saw that.
Yeah.
Is that just like the
It's
new
like-
watch?
Yeah, it's like on your character's wrists, and it's like actual Tamagotchi that you have to like keep alive and shit.
In the game?
Yeah, like in the game.
Really?
Like like you feed it by getting kills or something.
Oh, shit. I saw that. I was
It's like
wondering
a
how
fully
it was
functional Tamagotchi.
fully functional.
Oh,
So that's the news.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Next week forecast.
Well, we're gonna finish Watchmen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
How many do you have left?
Actually.
Just 2?
We're gonna go
Three,
get
I
a
think.
fucking $30
Tom's
fill-up.
gonna get up at a reasonable time. I hope.
We're gonna go get KFC.
Get the family.
Look at Mike's
meal?
eyes. When I say KFC, dude, I
I
sparked it.
just love KFC. Man.
I sparked it.
It's like one of my
No, dude, I seriously want to get KFC tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, because this dude at KFC, this kid
shit.
at work had KFC. This kid at work brought
Dude,
in
this kid at work, he's gonna hook me up.
best deal on KFC, dude.
Yeah.
You don't believe it. This kid at work brought in a whole bucket of KFC and brought it up on the truck with him.
Wow. Jesus. Holy shit.
He was eating chicken while he was working.
Ew. That's too much. It's
all
too
dusty.
thick, you know.
It's all dusty.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely down.
Hell
So you
yeah.
should get up at like a reasonable time so you can like actually get lunch at lunchtime. And
At lunchtime.
I'll get
no,
up
I don't want to
early.
eat lunch at 2, Tom.
Just have it ready. Just have the
Oh yeah,
bucket.
yeah. Let me go get it for Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lay it all out on the
Yeah.
table.
I build you a plate.
I fucking roll out of bed at noon.
It's like, I'm like picking the chicken. Oh, you want a thigh? No leg.
Nothing better than waking up, being a little bit tired, and then just eating
Yeah.
a bunch of
Going
Yeah.
straight to eating 14.
and then just sit on the couch to watch
Yeah.
3 episodes.
You get up out of bed and then sit back.
Oh.
All right, so we're doing KFC and Watchmen, I guess, tomorrow.
Yes.
That sounds. I would love some. I haven't had KFC in so long.
I gotta continue Better Call Saul. That's like my own personal journey. Then we're also doing Devs. That's our quest.
That starts this week?
Yes, that's
Okay.
the first episodes this week.
So we're gonna watch it.
So I'll remind you guys on Thursday, since you'll be you're working nights now,
Mm-hmm.
so you're
So
gonna have
that's
to
like
watch
a
it on your own.
thriller.
It's a thriller, yeah.
Comedy or thriller?
No,
No.
but I think Bethany, it's a brand new show. You can probably sell it to her.
Yeah.
It's easier than Westworld.
That's true.
All right, so Devs is our thing. So we're watching Devs.
We're watching it together.
Oh, why? Do you guys want
Watching
to
it
do that?
separately? No, I thought that's what you.
Oh
meant.
no, we could do that next week if you want. If you want to.
We'll watch it before the podcast.
An episode of a TV show is easy to watch before a podcast. It's easier than watching a 2-hour shitty movie like we did for Best / Worst. Or you can just watch it on our own time. I don't care. We'll figure it out by next.
We can do both.
We could watch it separately and then together to see.
No, okay. You're not gonna do that. So I'm not
Okay,
taking.
I think we should just do Westworld. So we'll catch up for next week.
That's on your own time. We'll do Devs either together or do you want? What do you want to do? Are we making a mind? We're making a mind right now.
We could just we could watch season 2 by next week.
That's impossible. That's impossible. It took Tom 5 years to watch True Detective season 1.
No, it took me like a week to watch the first 90%.
It's taken Tom 12 years to watch fucking Breaking Bad.
You never finished it, right?
Yeah.
Still never
No.
finished it.
All right. Let's make up our minds right now. Are we going to watch the show, the brand new show, together
Mm-hmm.
or separate?
I'm down for either.
I mean, we could do it together.
Well, it's all on Chase. I mean, it's
we could
it's
also
up to
do it-
Chase. I mean, if you get here at 6, we can
could
start
also
it.
do it separate,
Yes.
but we could do it together.
Yes, those are the two options.
Well, I need to know. I'm going to either watch it or wait till
When
next
does it come
Tuesday,
out?
Thursday. So I'm either watching
So
it.
I got 2 days.
Yes, to think about it.
Yeah.
Fine. All right. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? All right. So next week forecast, I will definitely be playing some more Madden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
And,
don't even think we need to talk about
Fortnite.
that this week. Let's just skip that.
Nah, let's skip that. Let's take a week off.
Take
We all got
week
new
off.
players or something.
Yeah,
Who
he
knows?
sold
new
some
players.
shit,
Yeah.
bought a new guy.
Yeah, there's no
and
need
fucking
to fucking waste 30 minutes of
wasted
our lives
3
talking
hours
about
of
it
your
again.
time on fucking challenges.
But I will tell you.
Yeah, I did get Denzel Ward in '96. I'm pretty pumped about.
Who?
Denzel Ward.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna do that or no?
I might.
Right into the Madden talk.
You guys,
I might move
you-
some stuff around. I almost thought about moving my Thai law.
Oh yeah. Me,
Changing him
me
to
and Chase on the phone earlier today came up with this like whole plan that he could get rid of Ty Law, get Ryan Shazier, get
Do
the
it.
Denzel Ward,
Do it.
sell
buy
one of
the
your
Denzel
strong
Ward.
safeties.
It's just tough because when I looked at my Ty Law compared to like my other cornerbacks,
He's
like,
really good, right?
He's really good.
Yeah.
Like, even to Denzel Ward, I was like, what if I swapped them because I could get him to the same, probably a 97 each.
Yeah.
But I was like, he's so fucking good. But then I also so I don't know. I'll have to.
But
see.
then you have to think if you do the
But if I
Denzel
get Deion
Ward,
Sanders,
then you get the two other ones.
mm-hmm.
Then you can get the Deion Sanders.
and then he replaces the Tyler, replaces the
Yes.
gap of that.
Yes.
So,
Okay, that's enough, Matt.
Decisions.
What else? I'd like to try a new game or something this week, but it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
I always just fall back to I've been on the Fortnite kick. It's like
I almost started up Red Dead just to go on the online to see what it was like to report.
oh, that would be cool because obviously we haven't even played since the big update, like where they added roles.
I have.
You
There's
played the
nothing
roles?
to do. Yeah, there's nothing to do.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I mean, that's why I didn't start because I was like, I know
It's the
they
same
do
shit.
rules,
It's
but
the same thing.
yeah, I was like, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna
You
get
just
on
have a
and
different way of making money.
not know what to
Yeah.
do. I think one game that I personally want to get into, but I kind of need someone to play with to get better or to enjoy is the Hunt Showdown. Because that game is
next time it's on sale. Let me know.
that's what sucks. Yeah, because I have a trial,
I'm
but
not
it's
paying
probably
full price. I think it's like $50.
What is
Yeah.
it?
it's called the Hunt Showdown.
Is it
or
how
Hunt
many players
Showdown.
on a team? 3.
I think you can have up 3.
Yeah.
So basically, it's set in I don't know.
It's like
the
weird
early
like
1900s.
it's like 1800s, but it's also like Victorian kind of like horror, like
yeah.
mixed with a western.
Yeah, the whole point is you load into a map, and then on the map there's monsters. So there's zombies and bigger guys or whatever. Then there's big bosses where it's a massive spider or some weird guy that looks like a
You're like
butcher.
Monster Hunters, but in like a weird 1800s western.
Yeah, and so the whole point is you load into the map with other hunters out there. So the whole thing what you're trying to do is you go and you find these big bosses, you kill them, and then you exit the map at the end, still alive. But while you're doing all this, there's other players in the world too.
It's like PvPVE.
Yeah. And then when you go in, you make your own class setup, and if you go in and die, whatever your guy had equipped on him, you lose. So then it's all about when you do make it out, then you can save up weapons and resources. So then you can make a
Doesn't your
cheap
character
loadout.
die?
No.
Do I remember that right?
Yeah,
when we were
your
playing
character does
that?
die.
Your character does die.
Yeah. So that's the thing too, is when you can either use a slot as a pre-created a made character, or you just you do a character, and if you die, then you lose that character forever. But whatever was in your chest, you can still have. So you just create a new character and you use those weapons. But I was watching this whole thing where someone said that you can play when you get to a certain rank, you won't lose them. So it's almost like a handicap. So the first up to level
that's
10,
right.
if you
Yeah,
die,
yeah,
you keep them.
That's right.
So a lot of people were saying that what they do is they'll get to that threshold and then just you can retire that character as if they went off and started a new life somewhere else, and then just start a new character versus losing everything. I don't know, but it's a really really interesting game, and it was on PC first, but even on console, it's there's a huge.
We were
fan
playing
base
it.
for
It felt cool. I just didn't want to. $50 is
Yeah, no,
for
no.
a game
I only
that
have a
could be a
trial.
free to play game. It feels like a free to play game.
Yeah, I only have a trial, and there's probably an hour left. If
Yeah,
that.
it's not like a 10-hour. It's like a 3-hour or 2-hour
Yeah,
trial.
it's
weird.
tiny. But that game, I always hear people talking about. I'm like, oh, it'd be fun. But I don't know. I'll probably just go through Game Pass again and see if
It
there's
is cool to
something
try
else.
games on there.
Mm.
I did download Rage 2, which I think Tom would probably like too.
Mm.
Open world first person shooter.
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, it's on the hard drive. I actually been meaning
That's not
to
that
start
came
it.
out within
When'd
the
that
last
come out?
year or two.
Yeah, that game is like new.
yeah,
Really?
It came out like 6 months ago. Not
yeah.
even.
I don't have to have played Rage 1.
No, it's like a reboot.
I remember when you played Rage 1.
Yeah,
Watching
that
you
came
play
out in
some of that.
2012.
Yeah.
It's that old.
What's the
It's like post-apocalyptic
It's like Borderlands. But
Borderlands,
not
but with
Borderlands.
not cell shaded. It's like Borderlands
Realistic.
with like normal graphics.
Meets
realistic
Mad
graphics.
Max.
Yeah. It's made by the people who made Just Cause. So
It's just an open world campaign game.
Yeah,
Mm.
first person shooter though.
I almost downloaded Just Cause 4. So I never really played those games. That
Yeah.
could be fun to fuck around
The
in.
sandbox game, yeah.
They were cooler on 360. I feel like they didn't make the jump to next gen as well as they could have.
Yeah.
Or Goat Simulator.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna try Rage 2. It's on the hard drive. I did download it like a week ago to try it, and I still haven't. I'll just try it. Just give it
Just
a
try it,
go.
man. Just give it a shot.
Just give it a go. You know.
Maybe
Give
I'll
it a-
try
give it a
that.
go.
I gotta go back to Control.
I know. It's been eating me alive.
Yeah.
But you
Itching
guys
at
could
me.
do it tomorrow together.
No, tomorrow's Watchmen Day.
We only have 2 episodes to watch.
Well, I think it's 3 actually.
Is it?
I think so. Could be wrong. I think it is 3 though.
Do we watch 6?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know. Whatever it is, we're finishing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Getting up at 8 o'clock. We're gonna go get KFC right
No,
away.
all right, you wake up at 8. We'll go get breakfast.
Oh, we should go get breakfast.
Yeah,
We should go to fucking what's it called?
Yeah, but then it spoils KFC.
Percy's.
I don't want to eat. I'm not. How much money are we spending here?
How much-
It's either we get KFC for lunch or we get breakfast. It's not both.
Breakfast might be a better option.
Nah, I think I'm feeling KFC.
You get KFC. I might go get breakfast in the morning.
With who?
Myself.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Me, myself,
fuck
and a
out.
big fucking plate of fucking sausage and gravy with biscuits.
Yeah, I've been the business gravy.
Oh,
But we're gonna go to what's
Okay,
it
well, you're
called?
not getting up for breakfast, so
I
let's
am.
get. When?
at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll see you
Yeah,
at 8.
Even Chase knows you're fucking lying.
When I get up at 8, you better be
Just find a
ready to
place
go to
that's got
breakfast.
chicken and waffles. There you go.
Huh?
Chicken and waffles, best of both worlds.
Oh. I had chicken and waffles like a few weeks ago for Heather's sister's birthday, and they were really skimpy on the maple syrup, and it kind of ruined it.
We should go to Dollar Tree for breakfast. Dollar General.
Dark Channel. I'll get Pop-Tarts.
Oh my God! I almost
Jesus, Tom. You fucking break this fucking thing.
All right, so is this the point where
All right.
we circle back to Madden?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So on Madden.
Yeah, so I got a center.
I got a center.
I got a 96 center.
I have 98 Barkley.
Oh yeah, I got 97 Barkley, but I haven't used the power pass for him. I don't have that, so I just have him as a 97.
Yeah, he's dope.
I completed his set because I was saying to Mike when I opened up a midfield pack from the solo battles last week.
Yeah, you told us.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
a 95, and that
Yeah.
happened to be the left outside linebacker for that set.
Oh
So then
shit.
it only cost me like 260,000 coins to buy Barkley, basically.
Oh wow.
So I bought him.
Well, you have the actual 97 card.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't have the power up.
No, yeah, I don't have a power up for him.
Oh,
I still have to get that power up. I'm still only like a 77, 78 or something like that.
So at least you technically own the 97.
yeah.
If
You
you
know, like-
still need the 91.
Oh, yeah, for him to power
the
up. it's-
91 and
just get it
the
out of your head.
93.
Well, so I looked at I could prime up to a 98 because I have a power up pass of like 92 to 93, which is one of his requirements.
Oh.
So if I use
Okay,
that,
so you're actually not that far
then I
off.
could
Yeah, you
technically do
technically
it,
could,
but
yeah.
I'm just kind of waiting to see what the hell I even want to do. I just found out talking to Mike. I
Oh,
almost,
God. Yeah.
I almost
I told
went
him. I told him.
because
Oh, what the abilities?
Yeah, because what was misleading about it is I'm looking at it and I'm like, I always figured, you can only activate so many super X or the X factors.
Mhm.
But when you click on a player and you go to hit like to swap them out, it was like, do you want to change X? It says X factor, like superstar X factor. It doesn't say ability. So then I was like, wait a second. I'm like, are the abilities passive or not passive? But can you just put
Because
abilities?
if you don't have an X factor on somebody,
Yeah.
you still have to activate him.
Yeah.
Like it'll just say like his. Do you want to activate this superstar?
The other stuff, yeah. So then I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God. I'm like, thank God I didn't go around just putting on like small abilities on people.
Oh yeah,
thinking
yeah.
you could
Thinking
do
like
it.
everybody has them.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my
That would have
God.
been really embarrassing
I wish.
Yeah, that would have been
for
a
our
lot.
audience.
That would have been a lot of that would have been a lot of
Our
training.
audience would have judged you.
It would have been a lot of fucking training. I finally got my Tillman.
What? Maxed out?
Yeah, because I figured out. I was telling Mike, I was like, why do I not have him done
you
yet?
should-
This is-
You should look at yours, Tom. You might be
Dude,
like.
I was so far away from 300 online games.
I don't think you need that. 'Cause
You don't. I don't have that.
You need no. I think what I've been saying, I did everything you could do for Pat Tillman without even knowing,
Yeah.
and I got a reward that Tim didn't get. I got a reward for 250,000 quick sell. Is what you get for when you complete every Pat
The whole
Tillman.
list.
To get the Pat Tillman maxed out like his card.
Yeah.
You don't need to do every challenge for him. So you might want to take a look.
Yeah, because I was telling Mike, I'm like, I have all these little tokens
Yeah.
that I can put into them, but they're not the ones to help for me to get up to a certain level.
Do you have a few
Yeah.
left over?
Yeah.
I could maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
I'd have
leftover.
to see.
Because I think they're going to release another
Yeah.
thing, and I have 2 of his things left. And
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have those. I don't know. Like,
I'd have to see.
yeah, well, see, Tom, what we're saying, you should definitely check
Yeah,
you might
because
be
I
one
finally
thing
went to the MUT dedication thing, which like it shows you
Yeah.
all these like your missions.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh, there's a Pat Tillman one. I'm at 95%, and I looked. The only one I didn't have was win 20 games
with a 76.
with a 70 overall, and that includes challenges. So then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I literally went. I made a 70-year-old overall team, and the challenge that I did just happened to be like the NFL Combine Daily because it was just in this drive do 5 jukes. So I just cheesed it because I would do like a pitch or like a stretch, and as soon as I would get the ball, I'd just take the left stick and go like run away from everyone. So the majority of the time, I would do 5 moves in the first thing, and then
you just did that challenge over and over again.
Yeah, so I just did that I need to do it for like 11 more times, and then I had that, and then I was like, okay, and it gave me a token to make him an 89 to a 90, and then or whatever it was, and then I had everything to get him up to a 97.
Yeah.
And everything was already there.
This, so
I think you probably had, because I never did any crazy wins online.
no, I think like I was saying that had to do with
and I bet a lot of
something
people
else.
got hung up on that because if you don't like, I never looked into it, and you probably went past a 70 like really quick. I feel like that like overall was a one that you like most people just
Because I
went
bought
over.
that starter pack and I fucking.
oh yeah, so did he.
Oh, you did?
What?
Yeah.
You bought the original starter pack, right? Remember that thing?
It's like start your
The
team
boost.
off.
Might have,
I
yeah.
think you did.
I think I might have.
I never bought it.
Yeah. So
I'd have to see.
that's why we both skipped past that so fast.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you just look, just go to that dedication. It's probably the same thing where you have so much shit. You just need like the couple little
Yeah, you
pieces
could probably
to
have a
get
Pat
them to the
Tillman
point.
pretty soon.
Wow.
Dude, you played so much Madden. I guarantee you fucking
Yeah.
do it.
Because I got so many of those fucking like throw for this many yards.
Yeah,
throw
I
for-
guarantee you it's the 70
this many
overall,
touchdowns.
which only takes 2 seconds
Especially
to make the second
grinding for that challenge,
lineup.
like for the levels.
Yeah.
I got so many just random like
Oh yeah.
70,000 yards, passing for 70,000 yards.
Oh,
do
yeah,
all
those,
this
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because even today I did the booth breakers just for a tiny bit because I was like really close to. So I just did like it for like 5.
Yeah,
10
I'm
minutes.
maxed out now. Did you max out yet?
What?
Your levels?
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
90.
Yeah, no, I still have a little bit. And then,
I wonder when new levels will come out.
Oh, dude, those just came out not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah,
But yeah, if you look, you definitely will have them.
probably April.
But then the thing is, now I have him, so I was like, sweet. But then it's like I have to either I get rid of one of my
you gotta
other
make up your mind
strong safeties,
about
or if
Paul
I just don't
Mall or
even
Adams.
use them.
You got to get rid of one of the two.
I mean, I guess if I were to get rid of one
If
of
you
the,
get Shazier.
How much coin do you still have?
I just spend a lot because I got the Barkley, so I just spend I have like 400,000 right now or 500, only because I just got when I
So
leveled.
you could buy a cornerback.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I have Patrick. That was one thing I was like, should I just
No,
buy?
cornerback.
Oh yeah. Well,
If you get rid of Ty Law.
I could buy the Ward straight out for like 230,000.
Yeah.
Or I could
Yeah.
complete his set because I have a lot of those little cards because I've been doing those dailies, and then so I could for his set I'd probably have to spend a little bit of coin just to complete it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it would be less than 230.
Oh yeah.
Because one thing I would love to get the Deion Sanders, and then like the 3 people you get like Amari Cooper's like he's an okay card. The Ward guy, the cornerback he's good, and then the Kamara I saw on like a YouTube thing. This kid was showing his card, and his stats weren't amazing. Like he seems like he'll be a really good passing back, like a third down back, like might replace McCaffrey. But I was like, oh, I should just fucking wait until like Amari Cooper goes less and less and less, and then I could just maybe, if it's cheaper, buy him, complete the Ward set, and then maybe buy another him if it's less than like 200,000. But I don't know. Because that whole combine thing is kind of fucking.
This is taking too long.
Yeah, and it's not that. I mean,
Yeah, like that Legends bullshit.
yeah.
That's the worst one.
Oh, the Ultimate Legends.
Yeah,
one?
it's just
Yeah.
It's the same thing as that Raiders one.
And it reminds me of like the NFL 100 when that took forever.
Mm.
You know?
Oh yeah, that Legends
Same
one's
shit.
killing me, dude. Like it was pretty. Like when it first came out, it seemed like it was like, okay, this is moving at a good pace, and then now it's like, so this is gonna be once a week now.
It's
Like
once a
snail's
week.
pace.
It's just like the NFL 100 where it's once a week.
And it's for a 95 card.
Is it? That's it? 95?
Isn't that it, right?
I thought it was up to no. It's up to 97.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, because some of the
Yeah,
Ultimate.
so we're all going to get
Legends
95.
Are 97.
Well, me and you'll get a 95. Chase get a 97.
Yeah, Chase will. I guarantee you, Chase gets to 97. I get a
Hopefully.
95. You have much better luck. The game treats you like you're a prince.
I know I've gotten lucky.
They
with a
treat
lot
me
of
like
the
I'm a
pulls.
fucking idiot.
I bought for 25,000 coin. I bought a gold player pack, and I got a 91 Sammy Watkins.
That would never happen for
that's
me. I would
one
get
of
an
the
84. Just laugh at me.
But then the other ones were all gold. I've seen people doing that. Like a lot of people do that, where they'll buy the gold players and be like, "Oh, crazy pull for like coins and shit."
Yeah, because
they
every
spam.
card is technically because every card is technically in those packs.
Yeah,
technically.
Yeah, you spam it. You spend 400,000 coins on those packs.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well, that's
open
what
them,
it
open
is.
them.
I love when I'll pull up, or there'll be like a YouTuber that does Madden, and they're talking about whatever, and then I look at his resources, and they have like 20 million coins. One guy had like 400,000 training, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
It's all through real money.
Oh well, yeah. Well, that's like this guy Flight. It's this streamer. This he's like this, like, I don't know. He just like freaks out about every little thing. But his whole thing is like he brags about how much money he's spent on his team. He spent, like, the last thing I saw was like $38,000 he spent supposedly on his team. Like, he could be obviously exaggerating, but I'm sure he spent probably $20,000 on his team.
Damn, to have what, 97 overall team?
Just to be like up to date, yeah. But he's like, I don't know. He's just fucking ridiculous. People just troll him. I feel like that's why he's popular, just because he just like freaks out over a little thing, and then he'll flat out say all the time, like, I paid for my team. I shouldn't be fucking losing. Like, this kid's got a cheap team. Like, yeah, it's just fucking. Well, Mike, we played those kids the 27.
Yeah, I was telling someone about that earlier.
And it was like, what?
Yeah, because I was saying he probably only spent like $50 to $100, but since he spent it so late in the game,
yeah. Well, that was like the
it's a
zero.
96 team.
The first time I ever actually spent some money was Zero Chill, and when I did that, I got so lucky with shit where I was able to like get some players and then hang on to them.
And Zero Chill happened to be the season that broke the game.
Yeah,
That's when like the game just went bonkers.
Oh yeah, because like Bo Jackson.
Prior to that, it was kind of boring.
No, yeah, it was slow. The Zero Chill, and so because of that, it was just you spent a little bit of money, and then you have all these resources. So then it was like, oh, okay, I just break him for training. I think Zero Chill was probably the most in depth with sets, and there was a lot of fucking shit.
Harvest.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I mean, Harvest maybe just because you had like they gave you all these cards and you had to like get all those stupid
Insert the
items.
cards into
Harvest was
everybody.
actually the first thing I really started paying attention to. So that started to ramp me up, because then I
think Zero Chill might have been the most complicated, just because it was the one where Harvest, like, they gave all those cards and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Zero Chill was like how it is now with this new
there's
one.
like layers.
Yeah, layers, and
Yeah.
it's like weekly, and I don't know. That was Madden talk.
All right.
It's sucking the wind out of myself.
Are we gonna talk? Are we gonna talk about our experience last week?
Oh, oh no. Our gay experience.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
Well,
done.
I gotta go to Wind.
That's all, folks.
3906.
We'll talk about devs.
Tabs. Are we gonna
And
watch
Madden.
it?
The Madden.
We might watch it.
Oh, yeah, we might watch it together. We might not. All right,
Yeah.
bye.
Might not watch it at all.
Revoke.